Shout out to Jaybird right away. Welcome everybody to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode number 22, people. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We have lovely weather in Southgate, California tonight. We moved the show to Southgate tonight, Rafa. And thank you for everyone for joining us. Let's give our introductions. To my right, I have my main man, Rafa, the guru.
What's up?
Okay, and then we have our producer, the man of the hour, Eddie Money's in the house. What's up, Eddie?
Yo, yo.
And then we have a special guest, Hawks on the Cobes, from
Every week.
from Hakatomi Plaza. Yes. What's up, Jacob? That's my son. My son. How you doing, Hawks?
My name's Jacob, by the way, if you're wondering. My name is Jacob, if you knew that.
Hawks on the Cobes. Sounds way better. So, episode 22. Listen, it's an interactive show, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Any questions, concerns, you guys want to give a shout out, let us know on YouTube. And I think we're going to try to go a little Instagram live today as well.
We should. Eddie, we should do that later on.
But episode 22, people, 22 weeks in a row. Unbelievable. And if you know the show already, shout out to your famous 22s. Let's see what you got on YouTube. Who wants to start with their famous 22s?
I can go. We'll do Emmett,
Obviously.
the 22.
He shouldn't be the first.
I didn't save Kershaw for you.
He is the first one.
I saved Kershaw for you.
Kershaw's not even my first 22. He's probably the best 22. But when I say 22, my favorite 22 of all time, and if you haven't seen him play baseball, like a real baseball player, you know what I'm talking about, Rafa? You know what I'm about to say?
No.
Probably one of my favorite Dodgers of all time, leadoff hitter, Brett Butler, center fielder.
How could you say Brett Butler?
That's a J move.
How could you say
That's a J move.
That's
a J move for sure.
I like Brett Butler. Brett Butler was a Giant, and you're wearing a Dodger hat.
Brett Butler, to me, was a Dodger.
There's no fucking way Brett Butler was a Dodger to you. There's no way.
Yes.
Dude, what?
I don't know who that is.
He might have played.
He played center
years.
Field for the Giants,
Yes.
and I remember him as a Giant first.
Really?
With, of course, Will Clark and Matt Thompson playing third. That was the team.
We might have to take it to
Kevin
Eddie.
Mitchell. Check that.
Eddie,
Kevin Mitchell.
How many years did Brett Butler play with the
I like
Dodgers?
Brett Butler, though, and he's the first guy I remember having a two-tone bat.
Oh, dude.
Which is crazy, but that's the first guy I remember. I was young.
He played 4 years.
With the Dodgers. How many years with the Giants?
At least 7.
This is going to be embarrassing for me.
Shocker.
Surprise.
Forever.
3 with the Giants.
Yeah!
That's it?
Wow. I finally won a bet with Rafa. Yes.
You're 1 for 55.
When did he play with the Giants?
You know, he played a lot for the Braves, I believe.
He played with the Giants 88, 89, 90.
See, that's when I remember him. That's,
His prime.
But anyways,
Not his prime. He could bunt like nobody else, so I'll tell you that.
Brett Butler was like the epitome of leadoff hitter. Like every fifth or sixth time, he'd bunt and get on, dude. And there was, I don't know, something about that play in baseball.
I like it.
It's a badass play.
I like it.
It's
I agree with you. I agree
play.
with
Yeah,
you.
so that's my 22.
Wow, he went deep in the bag.
Yeah.
You could have
No,
saved
dude, like right that when I think 22, boom, it's Brett Butler. It comes right off the top of my
Shit,
head.
there's so many guys I think of before him, like Emmett fucking Smith.
Well, you know what, Emmitt Smith, obviously, but I can't stand Emmitt Smith.
I mean, either. I don't like him.
I don't like him. I mean, listen, that offensive line was ridiculous.
Yeah, they were all coked
I
out
think-
and everything. I mean, it's fucking, it was the early 90s.
Yeah.
Who's your 22, anybody?
Running back Taiwan Jones, drafted by the Raiders.
Taiwan Jones.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dude, these guys.
Yes, I remember
a J
Taiwan.
move.
That's
a J move.
He was more of a
That's
special
like-
teamer, by the way.
That's a
than
J
running
move.
back.
That's a
That's
J
a
move.
J move.
Who do
Ran
you
a
got?
Ran a
Who do you got,
4-4.
Jacob?
You guys are gonna hate this one, but I got Matt Forte.
I knew that was coming
Bears
somewhere in there.
running back.
I'm going to go deep in the bag.
Go ahead.
Dave the Butcher.
Wow. That's
York
a
Knicks, right?
good one, yeah.
Deep.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Clyde Drexler.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Clyde the
nice.
Oh,
Clyde.
that's an awesome one.
Yeah.
So we
Elgin
haven't-
Baylor.
Elgin
Elgin
Baylor, too.
Baylor, obviously Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
Fred has Roger Clemens,
On the Astros.
On the he went
100%
22.
or number 22 on the Astros.
and Shanae said Moses Malone.
Yes, the big.
What?
Yes, Moses Malone wore 22.
Good job. So
Bernard King also wore 22 in the ABA.
So I wore number 22.
The GOAT 22 of all time.
In the 7th and 8th grade. Listen, starting quarterback, baby. I hope Uncle Zero's
22
watching.
as a quarterback is crazy.
Yeah.
They threw
He
you
thought
in
it
there.
was Doug
They threw you
Flutie.
in there like screw it, put it in there.
So I wore 22 because. What are we down?
You got no video?
Something's going on. It's the
Something's
rain. It's
going
the
on.
rain, probably.
Yeah, I think
You-
it's the rain.
Don't blame the rain.
Hey, look.
Oh, here we go. Listen, technical difficulties. Hold on, everybody. Can they hear us, Sinead Bird?
You can hear us, but can you see us?
Carolyn Dice said Ricky Henderson.
Wow.
That's a good pull.
Ricky.
Ricky, where?
Fred said Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton, that's
Middleton.
good.
That's a good one. I don't know any
Yeah,
other-
Ricky Henderson did wear 22 early, not on the
Not on the A's?
Yeah, but he did wear
Who else
22.
did he play for?
The Yankees, the
Yankees.
Dodgers. Want to
Yankees.
say the Padres?
Yep. He did the whole West Coast tour.
Yeah, he did that whole fucking thing. He did that whole thing.
So I could hear us in our.
I can hear us on the playback.
Yeah.
You're telling us your 7th grade story, how he was the Ward 22 playing quarterback.
Listen.
You played corner, and then they did,
No,
hey, man,
no,
we need
no,
a
no,
quarterback.
no.
Yeah. No, he
No,
played. He
quarterback.
He played fullback. He's like, hey,
We need a quarterback today.
Dad, let me throw the ball today.
No. So yeah, that was actually very controversial when I played quarterback.
No shit. Your dad was the coach.
Because the best athlete on our team,
Was the quarterback?
well, that would be me, but no. Ivan Gutierrez from the Gutierrez family. Who?
Oh, you've mentioned this. Yes, let's hear it.
Ivan played at Cathedral High, was a stud, came from a family of, I believe, 8 boys, the Gutierrez boys, and they all went to St. Bernard's, and they all went to Cathedral, and they all were super studs. Soccer players, great soccer players, football players, anything. They were just all super athletic. So a lot of people are like, why doesn't Ivan play quarterback? And my dad's like, easy. I need him. I need Eddie to hand him off the ball. I need, we got him the balls another way. But listen.
Should he have been quarterback, Eddie?
No, I think it was the right call, actually. Because, he was like 70% of the offense. I got the ball to him, and, that's what it is. What it is. Are we talking to nobody right now?
Are we live?
I think they're still listening. We just can't see us.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys see us out there in the YouTube world?
Yeah, someone
Shanae
say.
said we're back up.
Oh,
we're
we're
back
back
up.
up.
All right.
We're live.
So,
Loving it.
yeah. So did everyone miss out on my great Ivan Gutierrez?
Yeah, they
story?
could. They could. Hear
No, they could hear you.
They just
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
see
They
talking
couldn't see
about
you,
it.
but
Yes. So
It doesn't matter.
so Eddie was the GOAT 22
I wore-
in 7th grade.
I wore 22 at QB for.
Alamany? Oh, no, that
no.
was,
7th grade.
yeah,
That's
you're right,
fucking
seventh
Highland
grade.
Park.
Yes.
Highland Park Park.
Glassell
Okay,
Park.
Glassell Park.
But
there you
Doug
go.
Flutie wore 22 at Boston College.
So you were
So
like,
you were Doug Flutie.
I was, and Doug Flutie was bad mother flower, baby. Bad dude.
So we got the GOAT 22 here.
Yeah. Any other 22s?
Not after that one.
No, yeah,
after that one,
I
it
can't beat
doesn't
you.
matter
Yeah, I can't beat
who
you
wore
after
it.
that.
Good point.
You wore it best.
When I go to Vegas, I play 9, 17, and 22. Those are my numbers.
Wow.
That's real, actually.
Now, I believe it. We're going to see that
actually
shit all
real.
play out on Wednesday night.
I never hit them.
Shit. Scratch that from this
No,
week.
it's 9/11. It's 9/11.
9, 11, 17, and 22. Yes.
Man.
So,
I play way too many numbers.
yeah. So, listen, those are our favorite 22s, people. Now, let's get into our housekeeping. First of all, we are the gambling show of record. We don't hide from the gambling. We run to the gambling. We're going to be gambling a whole lot in Las Vegas, Rafa.
Yeah, we are.
And this time next week, we will be in the Wynn and the Bellagio will be all over the place. But, people, the most important thing we always say is what, Jacob?
Don't be a loser.
Do not be a loser. And when we say that, it's not don't lose bets, play responsibly, right?
That's it.
Don't bet your kids lunch money.
Although Eddie last week did say, put your mortgage on Bo Nickel.
Yes, and by the way,
You would have had a second house.
you would have had a second house.
With that line, you wouldn't even be able to put up a shed after the payout. $200,000 to win
To win
$100.
$1.
Yeah.
could have poured the mortgage on Grasso. Would've had
Yes.
there you go. That would've been
Hey,
good.
by
Shout
the
out
way,
Xander.
shout out to Xander. Went 4 for 5
Yeah,
in
only missed one.
our UFC picks. I put money on all of them. I had 100 on Grasso to win 650. Bye. That was nice. But Xander, thank you. I think not next week, but the following week we're gonna try to have Xander back.
Next week is the
Well, next week we won't be able to. Next because we won't be here. We'll be
Yeah.
here on Monday,
But
which will be.
we
That's
can-
the next Usman fighting next weekend.
Usman.
18th. It's
Big
18th.
rematch.
Yeah.
So that's
Maybe if
still
Xander's not busy, he can stop by Monday.
yes. So that is our don't be a loser.
By the way, everyone heard your story.
Yes.
Oh, thank
yes.
God, everyone.
I wouldn't have been able to live if they knew that they had heard the story.
Listen, it was a gem. It's a gem. So.
Oh shit!
But okay, that's that. We want to say thank you to our sponsors. If you guys see what's up here, tightnutrition.net, new sponsor that came on. If you don't know, Rafa and I are on a health journey together, and they're nice enough to sponsor us. Quality ingredients, third-party tested, a bunch of different stuff, and I'm excited. Hoodie season's almost over.
It's almost over. Thank God.
And we have a pool back here. We're gonna do, the
Show in the
show
pool.
in the pool.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Totally. Yes. So that's that. Thank you to customcars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z. Julio's Pizza, big sponsor for us. Listen, we didn't get out there. It's raining in Southern California. People do not know how to drive in the rain in Southern California. It's Carmageddon out there,
It's
Rafa.
terrible.
Yes. His 2-hour drive was like a 4-hour drive this today. Crazy. But thank you to them. We also want to mention our 3K giveaway. Unless YouTube, you guys start pumping out, we're about 700 short or something like that.
750 short of we need subscribers
We need 750 YouTube subscribers
to give away 5,000.
the whole 5K.
If we don't, we're going to give away 3 people, $1,000 a piece on Monday. This Monday, we're going to be live from here. We're going to give it away. Okay. But what we're going to do special, right?
Go ahead,
For
Rafa,
our,
tell
for
the
our
people.
YouTube subscribers, you're going to be entered 3 times into the drawing. So 3 times to make it fair, since you guys are always here viewing and commenting and
That's real.
being involved.
We want to give love to our YouTube subscribers, and if you subscribe to YouTube, you will be entered 3 times. That's huge. So we
It's
want
free money. It's
Yeah, it's
tax-free
free
money.
money.
We're not going to ask you for your social.
Yes,
We're going to send you a message on Instagram
Yep.
and say, hey,
Yes.
you won this money. Or if you're a YouTube subscriber and you're on live and you hear it, hey, you won this money.
How do you want it?
How do you want
How
it?
do you want
How do you
it?
want it?
Yeah, none of
How
us
does
are.
it feel?
None of us are Casey and JoJo. So,
I'm almost there.
that's for sure.
So we have that, our 3K giveaway, hopefully 5K giveaway, March Madness. We will be going live on Monday, giving that money away. We're so excited. We want to spread the love, and who doesn't love money?
We're gonna give it away 7:15.
7:15.
So we'll be live at 6 o'clock.
Yes.
We're going to take a break from 7 to 7:05. And at 7:15, is that Eddie Money? That's where we're at, right? 7:15, we're going to give this thing
release the Kraken.
Yes.
7:15,
we're going to be giving away some money, baby.
So that is our housekeeping. Anything else, Rafa, you have?
That's it, brother.
On the docket. Now let's go into our first segment, right? It's You're Fired. We do it every week. Brought to you by Pretty Eyes Lashes. Pretty Eyes Lashes on Instagram. Go follow, DM, make an appointment. Amazing lashes. Great service. And we want to thank them for your sponsorship. But anyone want to go first on You're Fired?
I'll go.
Yes.
I'll go. My firing is pretty easy. I'm going to fire Perkins.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going to fire Kendrick Perkins for his comments towards the Joker, basically. I mean, him bringing up Dirk and Nash, that's whatever. He's really talking about the Joker.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what it was, and he put it out there, and if you guys haven't seen it, he pretty much said those 3 white players, since 1990, there's been 3 white players to win the MVP, and he somehow said it was racist. 3 out of the last 20-plus years.
Yeah. And they were
30-plus years.
And they were amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Dirk,
Nash and the Joker. And Reddick brought out a great point, by the way. He goes, why did you use 90 as a cutoff? Because in 89, 88, and 87,
Bird
it was Magic, and Magic might have won that twice or whatever. And he said he wasn't in the top 10 in scoring. He was top 10 scoring 1 year.
There's a reason why he didn't say that, because Bird would whoop his ass.
I agree.
Everyone's afraid of Larry Bird.
And I think that Perk is jealous of fucking the Joker.
He is.
100%.
He's not half the player. Half the player that Joker.
He's not even like...
He's not a toe on the Joker. He's not Joker's
Joker.
brothers who don't even play basketball.
Like how'd you get a job, bro?
Dude,
like,
that guy
seriously.
would eat his ass up.
He rode the
today's NBA.
coattails of KG. I mean, he's like Jacob would say. What is he, Jacob?
He's a bus rider.
Bus rider.
Not a bus driver.
No, I don't even think he's a rider. I think he's in the fucking trailer that like in the way back. He's in the luggage carrier. It's underneath. Yeah.
I love it. I freaking love it. Who else wants to go? You're fired.
I'll go. I would say the draft combine, like, talk. Like, it's all the same words. Like
every year.
This
same
guy's
shit.
Gritty. Sneaky athletic.
Yes.
I'm so tired of it, man.
If you're a white DN, you have a great motor.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they just use the same
shit.
It's tiresome.
I agree with
over and over.
Yeah, that'd be it, though. Honestly, it's been a good week for me, so I'm not too mad.
All right, Eddie.
I don't have anyone to fire until just recently today. I'll fire the Panthers. We'll get into it later, but I'm firing the Panthers on that trade.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think they
Really?
give up the house. Yes, for sure.
Well, you're at 9, dude. You went from 9 to 1. You had to give up a lot. We'll get into that in
A
a
little
minute.
too much, though,
Yeah.
I think.
We'll get into that in a minute.
I'm gonna fire the studio gangster, the gangster of all gangsters, or the studio gangster of all gangsters, Ja
He's been
Morant.
fired like 3 times the past 3 weeks.
Oh, he deserves it, bro. Like, dude, you were a rising superstar, and you gave it all up to impress a couple homies. So we'll get into that as well. But Ja, dude, you should get a 50-game suspension.
Easy.
Easy. He better. If they want to send him,
And his mom's running amok too.
She is?
And the dad. She went to some fucking store last year in Foot Locker, some shit at a mall, and then she called him, and he showed up with like 9 guys.
I didn't know that.
That's about with the security guard thing.
Yeah, I actually did hear that.
And that was his mom. And then his dad with this whole Shannon Sharp shit.
Yeah, his dad's a little out
You know
there.
what? I want to actually apologize to Shannon Sharp because I said something about him because he's a buster.
Yeah.
But obviously, Ja and his family are the people with the problems.
Straight
Yeah.
busters. He has a whole family of studio gangsters. Who knew?
Bro, who knew?
Yeah, dude.
He went to Pembroke or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, that
Pinecrest?
Yes, yes.
So something like that. It's like a tree.
Gangster from Alamany.
Seriously, man. Like, whatever. So that is your fired. Ralphie, you want to fire anybody?
Yeah, he does. He
Come
wants
on.
to fire Johan Moncada from the Cuban national team
Yes.
for being garbage the first 2 games. He finally got a hit today.
Oh,
Finally,
my
he had
God.
3 hits. 3 for 5. But he was ass lost the first 2 games, by the way.
Listen, we're going to go over some
WBC.
World Baseball Classic talk. We have the amazing strategist, Ralph's son, who's into it big time. So
It's at 3 a.m. watching Chinese
I
Taipei
love it.
and
I love
and
it.
Panama or Italy or wherever
I
the fuck
love
it
it. I love it. So
Degenerate.
That's a degenerate right
That's
there.
a degenerate right there.
thank you to Pretty Eyes Lashes for that sponsorship, and thank you to my wife, for supporting us and doing that for You're Fired. Now, let's get into our most popular segment, brought to you by CustomCars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z. Amazing website. Go check that website out. If you're in the market for a badass truck, a car, and by the way, if you want anything, like if you want a 2023 Tesla, Mercedes, Rafa's the guy to find it for you. He's an expert in that, and his cars are badass, aftermarket wheels, great deals. So please, CustomCars.com, let them know that Two Nobodies with the Mic sent you for a discount. It helps us out, and we really support that sponsorship. It's been huge for us. By the way, this 3K, 5K giveaway would not be a thing if it wasn't for CustomCars.com. So that's how much we owe them, and it's a great website and a great company. On to NFL news, and it's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of this shit is shocking.
It is, man. It's this is why the NFL is genius, because as soon as the season ends, it just begins, baby.
Yeah, it just starts
like the drama just starts. And
there's drama everywhere all week long.
yes, we had the combine last week, which was awesome. We had a bunch of combine heroes. Anthony Richardson just blew up the spot. But franchise tags came out. And
The deadline was Tuesday
the shocker of all shockers, non-exclusive
to Lamar.
franchise tag, which means if you want to go out and get Lamar, you could write an offer sheet, right? And then the Ravens have the chance to match that offer sheet, and they also have the right not to. But if they don't match it, then you have to give your next 2 first-round picks for that Lamar, which, man, it seems like there would be a bigger market than what there is, Rafa.
Now let me ask you, since it's early, right? What if they do it after the draft? Maybe you don't want to give up your first round pick this year. So like Miami, who doesn't have one, right? Let's say, I'm not saying Miami, but we can use as an example. They don't have one. So now maybe the middle of May, they come in and say, hey, fuck it. You know what?
There has to be a deadline
There
on
has to be a
it.
deadline on it. Because
Do we know that?
Yeah. You know what? I try to actually look into it because someone said, well, what if you don't have a first round pick this year? Well, what if you don't have a first round pick next year? I believe the what I looked up and what I understood was your next 2 first round picks,
Must
No
be
matter
given
when they
up.
come.
no matter when they come, you have to give up. Which I mean,
It's a lot because you have to give him obviously 2 first round picks,
Let
but then pay him all this money.
all the money,
so
right?
Yes.
is it really worth it?
Well, you don't have to pay him all the money, but you can at least offer him. Like,
but
let's say,
he wants all the money. That's the thing.
right? Okay, but let's say a team like, for example, the Colts, right? Who are close, I think, in their division. Their division sucks.
Yeah.
And I think they have a pretty good roster all around. They're still missing, obviously, some pieces.
Yeah.
But let's say you don't want to give up the 4 pick, and you wait until after the draft, and then you say, hey, Lamar, we'll give you $180 million guaranteed. Something like that. He's probably not going to take that.
He will not because
Right. But at least there's offers afterwards.
Yeah, because I think Kyler got 180.
Yeah.
He wants 200 plus.
They shouldn't have gave up. They folded on Kyler. That whole unfriending you on Instagram, stupid. Didn't work. Listen,
It worked for him.
it did
It
work
worked
for
for
him,
him.
but now look at how it's worked out for them in the long run. I
It's still
think
early in the deal. He was hurt. If he comes back and wins
So,
12 games.
Yeah.
right when this non-exclusive franchise tag came out, a lot of people are saying this. And listen, I get in trouble every time I say this. Don't shoot the messenger. This is what the narrative is, okay? The narrative is that it's some sort of collusion from the owners that a bunch of teams that need a quarterback immediately came out and said, we're not interested, which is sending a message to Lamar, like, dude, like you're not getting Deshaun Watson money. This whole thing is hinged around Deshaun Watson's deal, which is ridiculous. Everyone agrees except for one person on this earth.
I agree. I agree.
You knew exactly what I was talking
I agree.
about.
I'm not saying that.
It was, dude. So Deshaun Watson, when that deal was made, he came out and said, "I don't want to play in the cold." So he basically said, "I want to go somewhere warm." So Cleveland had to
give him all the fucking money.
Yes, and obviously he wasn't going to say no to that because it was almost all guaranteed. So Lamar, dude, that deal was bad. Everyone knows it was bad. Stop basing your deal off Deshaun Watson. You're not going to get that. No one ever is going to. You know what?
Yes, they will.
Okay, maybe
Burrow will get
Joe
it.
Burrow.
Herbert might get it.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Well, Josh Allen already got something like that.
He's gonna get.
young.
He's gonna get more.
Mahomes is going to get
Mahomes
more,
is gonna
too.
get an extension.
Well, Holmes is a fucking steal right now.
Yeah, he's a deal.
They're all gonna
crazy.
get 230 plus. Burrow's gonna get 250 probably.
He should.
No, they should.
But they're not running quarterbacks. They haven't been injured
The last 2 seasons.
Yeah. That's the thing.
I agree, but to say that no one's gonna get that is not
No,
true.
No
somebody's
one's
gonna
ever.
get-
Yeah, that deal was really bad.
It's gonna happen though. Someone's gonna get it again. It's
And
gonna
the narrative is that, that's what he wants. He's comparing himself. If everyone's going to compare themselves to that deal, then Patrick Mahomes should get, double.
$1 billion.
Yes,
$1 billion.
exactly. It's true. So,
Dude, you got to remember,
But,
though,
okay.
Watson's deal was based off of the last year he played. Lamar, even though he won the MVP, he's never statistically thrown for as many yards as Watson did that previous year before the massage parlor thing. He hasn't thrown, I don't think he's thrown for 3,800 yards.
but check this out, though. So I looked at his wins percentage.
Like
he wins.
He wins a lot.
Dude, he's only lost 18 fucking games
You're right,
out
but
of
he's
40-something.
He's 1-4 in the playoffs.
Well,
That's a fact. It's a stat.
Yeah, he could say, okay, well, Watson's won one playoff game as well. That's fine. He was
The
also
other-
the fucking Texans.
The other disturbing stat that I saw, and I saw it on Instagram, was Lamar and Taysom Hill, and they've both made the same amount of money to date in their NFL careers.
Same style player?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
I was
I'm
only
just
kidding.
I was only kidding.
I would take Lamar. I think he's an amazing player, and
There's something about Lamar that I like.
a threat like that. It's like I remember watching last year Bucks versus the Ravens. The Bucks could not do anything. It was like I felt bad for them because Lamar can either throw that slant or he's taking off and it's over. Like that threat on offense, it's almost unstoppable.
No, I agree with you there. The thing is,
But
that
it's the money.
Injuries.
It's the money.
injuries.
okay. Besides the injuries, he's won one game in the playoffs. He's 1-4. That means he's played 5 games and 4 teams have figured it out in the playoffs.
You're right, but I think that they were all better teams than the Ravens.
No,
Here's the thing. The argument to that, what he's going to say is this. I've had the worst, how do you say it, Eddie? The
Receiving
worst
pass catchers.
pass catchers.
He had Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown wanted out.
Yeah, but he sucked.
But he still wanted to leave. They were childhood friends. They played popcorn. He wanted to leave.
Hollywood
He's like, I gotta
Brown
get the fuck out of here.
Played for COC Cougars.
I understand.
He did actually. That's a fact.
Dude, he wanted to get the fuck out of there.
But I think you imagine Lamar with like a top 5 receiving core.
We can't imagine.
Dude, we can't imagine. We've never seen
Yeah,
it.
we've never seen it. Is he going to be accurate? Is he not going to be
The
accurate?
thing is, so it goes to what Eddie was saying, right? Eddie says there's a stat how he's only lost 18 games in his career. Fine. The league is week to week. When you get down into the nitty gritty in January, when it's a playoff game, he's only won 1. So teams can figure him out. And they have because he's won fucking 1 playoff game.
So if money is not an issue,
It's always an issue, by the
but
way.
if it's not, let's pretend. Let's go to pretend world. So C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, AR-15, or Lamar Jackson.
Oh, no. Me?
Yeah.
Like
At
today?
what price?
Today.
They all
No.
came out of
Today?
the draft?
Yes. They all,
No. Today.
You can have one
Today.
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 I would take, I would take Lamar Jackson.
I agree, and it's
I would
like,
take Lamar
I wouldn't.
Jackson.
I 100%.
There's
would.
no way in hell I'd take AR-15.
Not over Lamar Jackson.
Not over anybody, but that's for another
that's
time.
for another time.
Dude, Lamar, like you said, he gives you that feel.
MVP.
When I see him on the field, I'm like, oh, he's gonna do something.
Yeah, man.
Bro, the game against Miami, he had a huge lead. That wasn't his fault. They blew that game.
So
Right?
why aren't teams risking two
It-
first-round picks?
It's the money.
Because Eddie, number one, it's before the draft. So the teams that need a quarterback, Atlanta, they also need a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
True that.
Right?
True
So if you need a bunch of other shit, Carolina
You
needs a
can't give
bunch
up
of
two
other
first-rounders
shit.
and
Jets,
pay
man.
somebody.
Why wouldn't the Jets?
Because
go
the Jets
get
are
him?
hung on Rodgers. So let's say the Jets don't get Rodgers. They use that first round pick, upgrade the offensive line just a little bit more, right? And then they can say, "Hey, Lamar,
The Jets
come in."
have no other option than Rodgers. Like they're
They can,
the
go,
Jets.
they can go Jimmy G.
Yeah, they can go Garoppolo. Dude, I see that as for the Raiders.
Oh no!
Everyone's saying
no.
that for the Raiders.
I don't,
Are they?
We just
Everyone.
Oh, we
it.
saw that lady.
Listen, the Raiders. I think Ziegler's doing an amazing job, because he says we're in on everybody. They're out. No one knows what the hell the Raiders are doing because every report is that they're in on everybody and they're out on everybody. So I don't believe.
So you don't see Lamar as the Raiders?
I don't only because, like you said, there's too many holes.
Right, but let's say after the draft. Let's say if you draft well and you draft an offensive tackle, you get a linebacker, you sign a defensive tackle, you sign a safety, that there's 10 good safeties you can sign all under the age of 28 out there that are all free agents. There's 10 of them. So 10, by the way. You can sign that, and then you can say, hey, fuck, if I get Lamar, I have Lamar and Devontae and Jacobs, and now I've upgraded the right side of my
There has
offensive
to be
line.
there has to be a timeline when
Eddie, I
It
don't
was
know.
July 17th.
So there's plenty of time,
plenty
brother.
of time. Yeah,
There's
So
plenty
that's
of
when
time.
the free
The-
agency period.
That's when the
ends.
franchise.
the
Yeah,
franchise tag has to end probably there.
Yeah.
Okay.
A player must sign his tender to trade it to another team. Teams and franchise players can sign multi-year extensions until July 17th.
But if you bring a quarterback in at July 17th,
You're not going to bring them in July 17th, but you can now wait until after the draft and see what you've done. Now, Atlanta is probably drafting a quarterback. Houston and the Colts, right? Those three teams are all going to draft quarterbacks.
Atlanta.
We don't know what
drafted-
Atlanta's doing.
Atlanta drafted Ritter in the 5th round. That's not
fourth round.
It doesn't
Third
matter. A
round.
4th round
It's
quarterback
later,
is not your
it's
guy.
later, yeah.
That's not your guy.
Unless he played
Don't forget,
amazing.
the Redskins drafted RG3 and Kirk Cousins in the same draft.
I remember that. That was crazy.
So, but Ritter's a 4th. They never thought Cousins.
that was the Redskins, though.
That was the Redskins. Yeah. It worked out actually because they needed them.
Yeah,
They
actually.
needed-
How weird was that?
Yeah.
That worked out.
Yeah, that was so. 4th round guy is not who you're. There's no way you draft them,
unless he's Dak.
bro. That was a different case.
Yeah.
That was a different case. Russell Wilson. That was also different. Those guys weren't. They're not drafting Ritter to be their guy.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I don't know, man. Ritter was a stud. I liked Ritter at Cincinnati.
If Atlanta does not take a quarterback with that 4th pick, you can bet they're in on Lamar the next week, 2 weeks after the draft.
There was something on Twitter that like the NFL Pro Shop, someone was like looking through it and they saw like a Lamar Jackson Falcons jersey on there.
I saw
And
that.
then they refreshed it.
It's
and
totally photoshopped. Like
Yeah.
I saw
Is
that
it?
shit. Yeah,
That's some bullshit.
it's bullshit.
Look at Jacob.
Fred, he said for the Ravens, said the wide receivers don't have a quarterback. LOL. It doesn't
By the
matter.
way, Fred, diehard Ravens fan.
Yeah, I know.
Die hard.
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, he flew to Baltimore.
Then you won't believe what he'll say right now. He said, "Doesn't matter. Give him Jerry Rice and Calvin Johnson.
He can't
He's
throw.
horrible." He said, "I'll take Zach
Wow.
Wilson over Lamar."
That's
Fred hates Lamar.
That's
So,
outlandish.
do you
Fred hates Lamar.
Dude,
hates.
I feel like that's not the sentiment of Baltimore fan. Is he out? Fred, are you an outlier?
I don't think so. I think they all feel kind of
today, listen, today coming over here, I was listening to NFL Network. There was a Ravens fan who called in, Ravens Joe or some shit they called him on NFL Network. That car at Sirius XM is still activated, so I used it. So I was like, so I was listening to the guy, and he's like, if we have Lamar, we don't have Lamar, we don't need him. That's exactly what he said.
It's split 50-50, honestly.
I
with
did
Ravens
hear a
fans.
Ravens fan saying, I don't understand it. Why doesn't he take a deal? He could make his money elsewhere like Dak. No
that
one,
nobody's making Dak money.
Yeah, and no one's reaching out to Lamar to sponsor their mattress or company. He doesn't get a lot of endorsement money. So everyone for some reason, Rafa, fans when it comes to deals, they sign with they side with the owners and not the players. Always, it's weird.
They sign with their team because that's their loyalty.
Yes,
that's the fans' loyalty. Fred says it because he actually doesn't like Lamar. Fred watches him play and he's like, dude, can't throw. If you watch, enough guys, it's like he misses too many throws. It's not the receiver's fault that you can't throw a fucking 15-yard out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
It's just weird because, listen, as a Raider fan, I never hear, like, Josh Jacobs should take a deal. Like, everyone wants him to get paid, right? Like, he deserves to get paid.
Running back, though. Running back's value is so low now.
It would be bad, and Josh Jacobs needs to know this. It would be bad business not to franchise tag him. It's a great business move. You're only paying him 10.8, right? And then you get him to see if he could do it another year. It's just good business.
Yeah, or you can sign him to a smaller deal and guarantee $25 or $28 million.
I guess, but it's just weird. Like, no one ever wants to see players get paid in the NFL. They're all siding, like you said.
They side with the team. They don't give a fuck about the owner's money. At the end, they care about their team because they're fans. So it's like, fuck them.
Not Derek Carr fans.
Derek Carr fans are different, bro. They're religious, but not.
But I never understood how I got, as a Raider fan, I always got head like, you're paying John Gruden $10 million. I'm like, who cares? It doesn't count against a cap. Pay him whatever. It doesn't affect the team.
Yeah.
That doesn't affect the team. Pay the coach whatever. By the way, have you seen coaches' salaries?
Too much.
There's like 5 or 6 dudes getting paid over $10 million a year at this point.
Yeah.
They get paid a lot.
Fred said to send Zach Wilson over and 2 first rounds. First year and next year, and he's okay with it.
Dude, Zach Wilson is in the XFL.
No, I don't think so. I think they will fix him.
Speaking of...
Someone will fix him.
This is a side note. I just saw this yesterday, and I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but I just saw this Kaepernick thing that he says he wakes up at 4:30 every morning. He works out. I'm like, what is this guy doing? If you really want to play football, go to the XFL. Do the other league, and let's see if you can play football or not. Like, no one is taking you in the NFL, dude. Like, stop waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, he came out with some other comments that someone sent me.
Get some sleep, because you're not coming back to the NFL unless you can prove to the NFL that you can play.
Dude, the last year he couldn't play.
Yeah.
Last year he couldn't play.
He hasn't played in like 6 or 7 years.
And his last season was shit.
Yeah.
And he bet on himself. I'm decline option.
I hate when NFL players do that. When they're out of the league for like several years and it's like, I'm still here.
Yeah. T.O. did that for a while.
Listen, a lot of players have bet on themselves. One dude who lost out, I was listening to DP. Remember the running back from the Steelers?
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. They offered $40 million guaranteed, and his agent's like, don't do it. Don't do it. He sat out a year, and then he ended up taking $23 million guaranteed the next year. These agents, you have to understand, these agents get paid on money. They get paid on commission. Like, dude, NFL career are very short, and I think Lamar is overvaluing himself here.
I agree.
Definitely.
And
I agree.
If
he would have played all season, would have won that playoff game.
It'd be different.
If he plays, they win that game. I mean, they made a mistake to lose that game.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, they were beating the Bengals.
They were beating the Bengals.
They were dominating that game.
Until that fumble at the one.
And they were dominating that game.
Play.
Right? And if Lamar's in the game, that obviously doesn't happen. But they were dominating that game. Lamar comes in, he plays, and he wins that playoff game. The Ravens give him 230 or 240 or whatever it is.
So we haven't got off we win the franchise tags. We haven't got off the very first player.
Yeah, well, it's Lamar. It's Lamar.
It's the biggest player.
We're going to jump to Saquon?
Listen,
the fucking running back.
So what happens, Rafa? Let me ask you this. What happens if the Jets don't sign Aaron Rodgers?
I think if you don't draft a quarterback, they're not going to draft a quarterback. Strike that.
I mean,
the Jets
could.
No, they're not. There's no way because they're on the border. They're not drafting a quarterback. They're on the cusp of a playoff team.
What pick did the Jets have in the first round?
13.
Dude, they could move up.
There's no way. Why would you move up?
Because you can't have Zach Wilson start
It doesn't matter.
Game.
You're on the. You believe.
You got Mike White.
You believe that team believes.
Pie to the face.
Yeah, pie to the face, Mike White. That team believes, and the franchise believes that they're ready to make a run. They're just a quarterback away.
Yes.
So they believe Rodgers gives them a Super Bowl. Jimmy G, like they thought with Carr, right? probably gives them maybe
A puncher's chance.
a chance to make the playoffs. I don't.
Is Jimmy G overrated or underrated? At such a
Underrated.
I think he's.
I think he gets
perfectly rated.
I think he's
Yeah.
underappreciated.
he was balling with San Francisco until he got hurt.
Bro, yeah. He
always
went to the
gets
Super
hurt.
Bowl.
Dude, I
He
think
always gets hurt.
I
though.
agree with you.
I think, although I don't, even
But
myself,
you want him.
I don't want him.
Exactly. So what are you saying?
You know why? I'll tell you why I don't want him. Because I want the exact opposite of Derek Carr. I want a mobile effing quarterback because I'm tired of
Flint,
seeing.
you
Eddie,
should want
and
Lamar
you-
Jackson.
You want a mobile quarterback or you want a quarterback that can move? That's a difference because you're like, I want a mobile quarterback. No mobile quarterback has won the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Tell me one.
You don't consider
No.
Mahomes a mobile
Hell
quarterback?
no. No guy
Dude,
that
third and 10, third and
That's
8,
fine.
third and 12. Mahomes gets those all the time with his feet.
guys can do that. Josh Allen does it all the time. Dak Prescott can do it. Herbert has done it. Trevor Lawrence can do
So
it.
they're-
Burrow can do it.
Are they mobile?
They're not. No, they can move. They're mobile. They're not running quarterbacks.
I think we just created a whole new fucking category for
I
quarterbacks.
get what he's saying.
No.
I understand
To
what
me,
he's saying.
a running quarterback is Lamar Jackson. That's a running quarterback.
What's a mobile
Jalen Hurts
quarterback?
almost.
Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback. You
Yeah.
can call that mobile. Mobile quarterback, that's it.
Okay,
I
so
want a guy who can move in the pocket.
Okay,
That's
so
what you
let
want.
me. Yes, I agree.
That's what you want.
I don't want a running
You
quarterback.
want a Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud.
Right.
You know
Guys who
what?
can move
I swear to God.
that don't run.
I swear to God.
Tell me you don't want Bryce Young.
Oh, I would kill.
I
for
thought
Bryce.
that's what you were
no, no,
gonna-
no, 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 no. But because I'm so jaded and so emotional damage from Derek Carr, like I would give AR-15 a chance.
Eddie, that
But
guy's
not Lamar Jackson.
Lamar's way better than he will ever be.
I would definitely give Lamar Jackson over.
For some reason,
AR-15.
you know why? Because AR-15's cheaper.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
What
Lamar's
does it matter that
proven,
he's
though.
cheaper? Lamar's well proven.
Yeah.
Lamar was the Heisman.
Lamar-
AR-15 couldn't drive to the Heisman
Lamar-
show to gain the audience.
Lamar is a 185-pound quarterback that is going to get hurt again. This dude is Cam Newton, but
Hell
faster.
no.
He's
Hell no.
no.
That is total I want to apologize to
look
Cam
at-
Newton
no,
for Eddie.
No bullshit.
Dude.
Look at this. The measurables. He is Cam Newton.
He
with
can
the-
have all the measurables. You can have the measurables of the guy from Monsters Inc. It doesn't mean you're him. He
Well-
can have the measurables. Cam Newton ran over dudes in college. He ran them over and he ran them over in the NFL. That guy will not run him over because he doesn't do it. He runs to the outside.
so
Watch
here's
his
the
stats.
thing. Okay, so-
he can.
so-
Probably can.
AR-15 has only started 14 games in his career.
He was terrible.
Okay, only started.
Hasn't played a lot of football.
So he hasn't played a lot of football. There's not a big sample size. So I didn't want to get into this now, but we'll get into this now. So on the group chat where we had a conversation because Rafa doesn't think AR-15 pans out, and I'm not sure he does either. But
You can't write him off.
But here's the thing. So
Dude.
You can't write him
what
off.
is
You
so
just
Rafa?
can't.
What is AR-15's biggest weakness? And everyone says completion percentage under 60%.
Under 60. He's like under 55%.
He's like 55 to 58. Okay,
Like 58, I think
There
is
is
what he said.
there is a person in the NFL that has gone through the exact same thing who is now a superstar.
He's not Josh Allen.
But here's the thing. So it is Josh Allen.
Of course it's Josh Allen. He's
So,
not Josh Allen.
Josh Allen didn't do shit in college. He went to Wyoming, obviously, not on a big stage, but his completion percentage at
Was
Wyoming
terrible.
was 58%. So this is the gradual steps that I'm talking about. So Josh Allen turned heads at the combine. They're like, whoa. Because on film, his footwork was horrible. He overthrew receivers. He underthrew receivers.
Still does that.
He didn't know how to play quarterback. Okay? So when he went to the combine, he improved. Footwork, everything was better. He actually had a quarterback coach to actually teach him how to play quarterback. So they all said, okay, let's see how this goes. And then when he did his pro day, he really shined. So this is the transition that I'm talking about with AR-15. He improved his footwork. His release was good at the combine. Let's see his pro day, and let's see if this is just not a flash in the pan. So this is why you have to give him a shot.
He has a chance for sure. You can't.
They're going to give him a chance
But it depends where he goes.
because
If he
the
goes-
league is
if he
going.
goes to Atlanta or if he goes,
Dude.
Ooh, AR-15 is going to top 4 picks.
he is going for sure.
Okay, so he's going to a shit squad, and he's a shit player.
Well, it depends.
He's not the same as Josh Allen.
What
We don't know. We literally don't know
I
that.
just told you exactly. He was.
That's
Josh
fine.
Allen wasn't good in college.
Did Josh Allen run like that in college?
No,
No,
not,
he didn't.
not as
Not
good.
better.
Not at all.
Not
It's
as good.
not the same thing.
He was
He's
running
Josh
around.
Allen. He was running around, but he wasn't running. That guy runs. That's his thing.
Which is better. It's almost.
It's not better.
We don't.
Bro, you
Josh
know that.
Allen
So
runs this
I'm
year
gonna
with
give you
anybody.
This is the biggest bullshit about the media, which is why I don't watch any of them, because they want to tell you that a quarterback in his first contract is going to win you a Super Bowl. Wrong. Mahomes is the only one who's won it. Who's won one since? Nobody. Look at the winners: Stafford, Brady, Mahomes.
Roethlisberger did.
He won one. How good was his team? How good was his
Oh,
team?
you just said no. I just told you.
Dude, that was
Roethlisberger
15
did.
years ago. You're bringing up shit from 15 years ago.
I gotta bring up old shit for.
Yeah, we're talking about now. And the other thing
But
is,
getting
the
there,
guy.
it's
And then
an
the guys,
advantage.
this is how you run and blah, blah, blah. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl in his rookie contract. The defense was lights out. Okay, and Russell Wilson is not, they are not Russell Wilson.
But it's not that. It's about the money. Like,
Dude, the running.
They can pay everyone else because of the rookie
They're
contract.
not winning.
Also, so this is the other
Ooh.
thing, Rafa. This is
None of those teams that are trying to do that. Look at the Bengals. They haven't won a Super Bowl yet.
But they got there.
They didn't win.
But they're winning though.
They didn't win a Super Bowl. Now you're
I'd
going to have to
rather
pay all
have
these
that
dudes.
than be nobody.
No, I got to win a Super Bowl.
so. Rafa,
Oh my god.
This is what I'm talking about right there.
You gotta
man. It
win
makes no
one.
sense.
So here's the thing, though, Rafa, and this is my anxiety of passing on AR-15. What if
That he's good?
What if he does learn how to play quarterback? And
What if?
What if he's the fucking
Yeah, we
Michael
don't know.
Jordan of fucking quarterbacks, and we took Will fucking Levis?
What if? That's a what if on every player.
Yeah.
They took Jamarcus Russell.
I agree. You
but-
can't rule anyone out.
But-
And everyone has a chance.
He has shown, like, there's
Dude.
measurables are off the.
He's a
fucking charts.
quarterback in a strong safety body, but he's not really a quarterback because he can't fucking throw.
He just did you see him throw? He had a.
He cannot. Okay,
There
he
was-
has an arm, an amazing arm. He has an amazing arm, but can he complete passes?
Well,
We have to find out.
with guys running at
So
him.
this is the argument about Josh Allen. Josh Allen was inaccurate as hell, and a quarterback.
His first season was horrible.
and oh my god, he
terrible
was,
He was
a bust.
terrible.
Like for his first season,
And
I'm
now
like,
everyone
wow.
thinks he's the best quarterback besides
Nobody
Mahomes.
thinks he's the.
Well,
Whoa,
he
whoa,
let
whoa,
everyone down
whoa.
this year. He let a lot of people
Last
down.
year though, that
But
was
last year,
definitely-
everyone's like, "Oh, it's Mahomes and Josh Allen." And that's
It's just
it.
Mahomes, and then there's like a deep breath in
Buffalo-
between, and like a walk around, and then there's a bunch of other.
Buffalo was the favorite.
They were the favorite.
To win Super Bowl.
That's a fan favorite, though. That's
Yeah,
a
'cause
fan
everyone.
favorite.
But I'm just saying, they're still really good, and he's still really good. I would take Josh Allen any day of the week.
They're different style. I understand what you're saying. He
I
didn't complete
agree.
passes.
I agree.
But it's not the same thing.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot different.
He's
he
a
can run
runner.
the ball.
He's gonna run.
Josh Allen has,
With a
has
great
designed quarterback
Dude.
He has a
runs.
great
Dude.
arm.
Allen
so-
has that.
Completion percentage is one thing. He has. I'm not arguing with there. He has to learn how to play quarterback.
I'm sure we can take about 4 receivers in the NFL that
did
can
you-
throw fucking 60
so
yards.
No. So here's the thing. You saw DTR. DTR.
He was horrible.
His long ball struggled
Trash.
to
He
go
was
50 yards.
terrible.
His everything. So he's not DTR.
He's not DTR, but he's not Lamar. That's the thing.
I think he's
Dude,
bigger
how many
and
of these?
stronger.
He could be bigger and stronger. That's not his running style.
But this is what my thing is. Lamar is an injury waiting to happen. This dude, my comparison is, he has the strength and the size to run over dudes. Like he hasn't. Listen, he bounces off dudes.
He hasn't ran them over. He doesn't take
He's
that.
only played 14 games.
It doesn't
Rafa.
matter. Cam Newton played how many games in college? He played in junior college and won. And then he came into Auburn and he treated them like they were fucking junior college
He
kids.
took him to
He won the whole thing.
Won the
He
whole
went
thing.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Started unranked and won the whole thing. And he treated everybody in the SEC like it was that buster ass junior college teams that he was playing. And he ran them the fuck over. And when he came to the NFL, he ran them over.
Yeah.
This kid doesn't run anyone over.
I don't want him to run anyone over. I want him to get out of bounds.
But you're
I want him to slide and get out
You're
of bounds.
6'4" and you're a specimen. You should be running people over.
I don't want him to do that. I want him to get out of bounds.
I wanted to be.
People say
Slide and get out of bounds.
This
please.
is
People are gonna say that until he gets hurt. He's like, "Oh, why are you doing that?"
Of
Why are
course.
you running him over?
Russell Wilson was the best of running and not getting hit. He was the best. I respect Russell Wilson. He was a magician.
you can say that Russell Wilson was one of the smartest quarterbacks to play the game.
Yeah.
Because but that's what a smart quarterback does.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude.
RG3 was a monster.
And he got hit.
Hit and he was done.
No one.
Yeah, so
could-
hopefully
no
this
one
kid
could-
doesn't do that. Hopefully he can learn how to slide and get out
Are
of bounds.
you gonna bank a first top 5 pick on a kid?
Yes.
Not getting knocked the fuck out?
100%.
Because then he's useless. Or would I rather have a quarterback that stands in the pocket, can get outside to get a first down on third down, get me extra yards, throw the ball away at the right time, and complete passes?
So Bryce Young being 5'10" doesn't worry, and 185 doesn't worry you.
That's what I was going to go there next.
If he gets crushed, it's over.
Yeah, but you're
But
gonna
I'd
get
rather
hit in the
take a
NFL.
chance
You're
on
gonna get
him.
hit.
Dude, his offensive line they're not bums. They're not fucking. It's not.
They're amazing.
They're huge.
So-
Yeah.
That's the guys. He's going to play against behind those same guys.
What's,
Yeah, so
what's your
every
what's your
quarterback.
argument? Because a lot of people are saying this, which makes a lot of sense, is that Bryce Young is the next coming of Tua. People came after me on TikTok,
Tua.
and they're saying
He gets hit and he's done.
They're the same dude,
Someone commented that on
right? They're
TikTok.
saying they
Yeah.
said that that Tua is or Bryce Young is the next coming of Tua
they're-
Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
They're
Before you
not the
answer that real
same.
quick, we're a little delayed on comments. So CJ said he also agrees with Rafa that you have to win the Super Bowl, and he doesn't care if you can't. Like if you win, if you can't finish. And Fred also said, "Why is the guy comparing Air 15 to Josh Allen? What am I watching?"
Yeah, bro.
That's a perfect comparison.
That's a perfect comparison.
Dude, Eddie,
I
it's
just
not
broke
the
it down.
same.
Because you saw
The-
Josh Allen succeed. Now you're like,
No,
oh, he can't
no.
be that. 'cause Josh Allen's
I've
good.
watched Allen not run every other play in college. That's the difference.
Josh Allen
saw-
has designed runs in the NFL.
I
though.
saw Josh
Designed
Allen play at
runs.
Yes,
Wyoming.
what's the
He was a
difference?
running fool.
Dude,
And he runs too much. By the way, Josh Allen
runs too much in the NFL. I don't understand.
That is the perfect
point.
comparison.
dude,
Yeah.
it's not even close.
It's
How is it not
they
close?
both
What's your argument?
they both threw for 58% in college.
That's fine.
Yes,
But
that's
one
what
of
we're
them,
trying to
this guy
say.
but one
runs-
of them's a better one. They both have a strong arm. They both are inaccurate. The difference is one is bigger and
Everyone
faster.
has QB
Dude.
comps, and that's his
A-
QB comp.
That's not who said that.
Everyone, no, that's what, to
His
me, that's
QB comp
QB
is Lamar Jackson
Well, then
and Josh
perfect.
Allen's body.
Even better.
That's his ceiling.
MVP,
That is
I'll
his.
take
That sounds like a
MVP.
that sounds like a durable Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
That's
me
his
MVP.
height.
That's my argument. He's a
no.
durable Lamar Jackson.
You can't have that as an argument. He didn't win shit in college. He was terrible.
Okay, but college doesn't guarantee success in the NFL.
Yeah.
And
You're
we-
right.
So
Yeah, that means nothing.
I'll risk that. I mean, I'm willing to risk that if that's all I have. If at pick 7, he's there, I want AR-15.
I would love for you to have him because I can laugh. I'm gonna laugh for the next 3
I
years.
hope you do
because he's
'Cause
terrible.
I would take him.
He
Dude.
throws 58%, just like Josh Allen did at Wyoming.
Didn't he have the same? He tied Josh Allen with like the
Yes,
fastest velocity.
They're the
ball, too?
exact same. They're the exact same dude. Now Josh Allen learned how to play quarterback, and I'm saying that AR-15 needs to learn how to play quarterback.
So you're gonna take a guy with the top 5 pick that needs to learn how to play quarterback?
They did it in
Yes.
Buffalo,
I'd rather
and it worked
100%.
out.
You can teach someone how to play quarterback, but you can't teach someone to get bigger. You can't teach someone to be 6'4".
You can't cheat.
No.
6'4.5", 244.
Yeah.
How big was
4'4".
Russell? How big was Jamarcus Russell?
Like,
Oh, come
What?
on.
Well, tell me.
No,
What's
no,
the
no,
excuse
no,
on
no, no,
Jamarcus?
You can teach someone how to watch film.
Yeah.
Dude,
You've heard the story on Jamarcus, right?
dude,
Like the film and shit. That's the thing. I don't know the kid. That's my biggest concern. I always told you, I need to know his mindset. I don't know this kid. I don't know if he wants to be great. They sent films to Jamarcus Russell
that were blank.
that were blank, and he says, "Yeah, I watched them. They had nothing on them." And the Raiders were still stupid and fucking took him. That's completely different.
By
I
the
don't
way,
know.
CJ said Tua's not Bryce Young skill wise or assets.
Look,
Yeah, I think
I'll
Young
tell
is
you
better
what.
than
2
Tua.
years ago, I told my buddy Mike, who doesn't watch college football, I said Bryce Young is the best quarterback that's going to come out of Alabama in the last 20 years. He's
Agreed.
going to be better than Mac Brown. He's going to be better than Tua. He's going to be
with that.
better than all those guys.
I agree with that.
And I still believe it. He's 5'10 and a half, whatever. He played in the SEC.
The
His
biggest dudes.
offensive line, he played against Georgia. His offensive line is Alabama. Those guys are NFL size guys.
Yeah.
Those are not 5'10 linemen. Those are
not
6'2",
Oregon
6'3".
line.
Now, I did hear this, by the way. And, whoa.
Oh, I heard that.
I did hear this. So I did hear that someone said on his offensive, one of the offensive coaches from Alabama said that some of the throws that he made, he couldn't see the guy.
Yeah.
Bring me the McAllen 18.
Callan
that's it.
18, baby.
He couldn't see the guys,
he just knew
but he
that-
threw that they were. He knew they
Because
were
he-
going to be
yeah,
there.
exactly.
Listen,
And
Fucking
I
he
wonder
down there
if,
somewhere.
If you
So you done it somewhere.
Fucking someone's there.
if I had the if I had a straight up choice, Bryce Young or AR every
100%.
effing day.
You'd take
2020. 2020.
you take Stroud as well.
100%.
I would take
I'll
Stroud as well.
So you think, but you wouldn't take Levis.
I don't.
No.
He didn't impress you.
His arm did.
His 2021 season impressed me.
Like you said, he had better stats.
In 2021, I think.
I just, man, I can't.
I think it's his, like, his
You know what?
Fred
attitude.
said
You know
hopes,
why?
he hopes the Raiders get him, and we enjoy the top 5 every year.
Who said that? Fred, listen. Fred.
Michael Brown's in the same boat. Michael Brown's dying for the Raiders to take Richardson so he can finally take that trophy to his dad.
Listen,
He's not my ideal choice, but I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't
Oh,
hate it. I wouldn't
God.
hate it. You know why? Because like I said, I'm jaded. Dude, there was a meme of NFL Madden that they showed Derek Carr in a Madden game where he was at 4th and 1.
I know what you're talking
At
about.
4th and 1, and he's
scrambling.
He's scrambling
On the goal
and-
line.
On the goal line, and he never. All he could do is take one step, and he scrambles and,
And throws
throws
a
the
pick.
interception.
Throws the interception
I'm like,
when he could just took a step.
that has been the last 9 years of my life. That's why I'm so. I want. Look at that McAllen 18, baby. If you never
Shout
had
out.
it.
By the way, B-Tap, he said, is Ralph drinking that protein shake? Big, sexy, looking handsome. And Eddie wouldn't look bad if he didn't have that hat on.
Oh,
Hey, take that easy.
Tavia's an Angel fan.
He is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Raider Angel fan.
He also said we need some
He's
small
a Rangel.
stickers to promote the podcast. Bunch of construction people who like sports
I like
will wear
that.
the hard hat
I like
stickers.
that. Everyone loves stickers for
Yeah,
some
they do.
reason.
They can post them on their hard
especially
hats.
in freaking construction. I get asked
Yeah.
all the
You
time.
love your stickers.
No, all my stickers I have to put on. They're like certifications.
There's your certifications.
Yes.
It's about like your freaking.
He's like he's like the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Look
That's
at
the
Eddie.
Buckeye.
These are Buckeyes. I did fucking good this week at
14
work.
LEX stickers on my fucking hard hat.
All right, let's get
That's
to the next.
Okay.
Saquon.
Saquon Barkley.
What the heck? How did we?
We gotta keep going.
We gotta keep
I know,
going.
but
Let's at least get through the franchise.
I was worried about content.
We got plenty
I
of
think
it.
we have
We have plenty of it.
Saquon Barkley.
Expected.
Listen, you have to. You can't be mad at the.
Any talented running back this year was
Like
bound
they're
to
just
get
screwed. They're just
franchised.
screwed because of the number.
Yeah.
So-
So this one to me is stupid, and I've talked to a couple Cowboy fans about this next one.
Oh, Pollard.
Pollard, dude, off an injury, and you're gonna franchise
Yeah,
tag him,
I
and he's
don't-
injured.
yeah.
Who knows when he can come back?
Yeah.
Let someone pay him.
And it was at the end of the
Yeah,
year,
let
too.
him go. And at the end of the year, dude, this guy's not coming back till fucking mid-November.
You can
think so?
draft
Or
like
mid-October?
4 running backs that
I
are
don't
probably
know.
the same as Tony
Yeah.
Pollard.
He's not gonna be ready before week 6.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Think so?
That's what the rumors are.
Oh, really? I have no
rumors.
idea.
But like to me, I think you can draft a running back just like Tony
The
Pollard.
thing is, Dallas.
you can draft one in the 8th round if there was an 8th round.
Tony Pollard was badass.
Oh, he had a great year. There's no
but
doubt
you
about
can
it.
find that
Yeah.
same player anywhere in the
I
draft.
thought
Running
Dallas
back is
was
the
going to
most
go
plug-and-play
Bijan late
position.
in that first round.
Bijan's
a talent.
Oh, he's a stud.
He's projected everywhere, and to win it. And the thing is, he's going to go later, so he's going to go to a winning
A winning team.
Everyone's saying the Eagles.
He's just going
I've
to
heard
plug and play.
Eagles.
Oh, I heard
The
Eagles.
Bills would be a good
Bills.
Bills would be awesome as well.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know what?
He would waste away on the Bills. They don't use running back right.
They
They
will.
don't. They
They
don't.
will.
one if they get the O line right.
They will. They're going to spend that money there.
Yeah.
They're too close to not.
yeah, exactly, 100%.
So,
So
Pollard,
the Pollard, I didn't like that. Jacobs is
you had to do it.
Yeah,
had to do it.
You had to do it.
Evan Ingram, by the way, Jacksonville is so
That's-
smart. You see what they did? They put him at tight end
Yeah,
because of the contract instead of wide receiver.
Remember Jimmy
they
Graham?
converted
Jimmy
him.
Graham tried to do that shit too. He's like
Yeah.
83% of my snaps. I'm
I'm
lined
lined up outside.
like outside. So that kind of screws him. But 11 million to Evan
That's
Griffin.
a lot of money. Congratulations.
money.
to-
Yeah, to
Congratulations to Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I guess great job to him. He
Finally
probably
had a good year.
He had a good year.
He's
He had a
probably
good
the
year.
only happy dude about being franchise tagged.
For sure. He's like, fuck yeah, 11 million?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't think I was going to get 6.
I just went to the Jags like on,
Yeah.
on a wish and a prayer, right? So
For sure.
And then Deron Payne, D tackle stud.
19 million
That's
almost, 18.93.
When you're a D tackle, there's some premium positions in the NFL. Cornerback, obviously quarterback,
defensive tackle and
and
defensive end.
defensive end, baby.
Monsters.
They're just rare. There's so many, but there's so few that are difference makers.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna get paid. Good for him. Those are our franchise tags.
1 hour later.
1 hour later. What time is it? Really?
We didn't have. It doesn't
7.
matter at the time. We didn't have content.
Wow. Yeah.
There's always content, baby.
So free agency.
This is what I want to talk about.
Oh yeah. Eddie's gonna be doing this in like 50 minutes. Wrap it up, fellas. So this was a big a thing between Rafa and I, right?
And Rafa, once again,
Rafa says,
surprise.
Shocker. You lost a bet, by the way.
You guys bet
Not to
something.
me. To your buddy, the Chicago guy, which I think is
Oh
You
no,
owe dinner.
yes, the Northwestern. I owe.
yeah. And next year's Matt Madness.
Yep.
You're gonna be paying
Yep.
for his dinner,
I'm trying to remember his name right now.
but you're gonna be you owe him dinner.
He got over 40 million guaranteed,
That's
But-
what we said here.
which to me, if you guys saw, so Derek free agency, right? Derek Carr signed the Saints 4 years, 150 million. I believe is 100 guaranteed.
100 guaranteed.
100 guaranteed over a couple years.
So that's actually.
There's some
Yeah, so it's
loopholes
actually
in there.
60 guaranteed, which
Yes.
he's going to get at signing, right? He's
Yeah.
going to show up and sign him fucking 60 million. So then if he's still on the roster, if he's not on the roster after 2 years,
Yeah.
he still gets 10 million. So it's actually 70 million guaranteed for first 2 seasons.
I always thought,
But it can be after the third year, it's 100.
I thought Loomis was a smart guy.
He actually, if you look the contract, not the
It's
money
very,
size.
It's very team friendly.
Yeah, so he's 3% of the salary cap for this upcoming season. He's only 3%. The second year, he's 14%. The second season, he's 14% of the salary cap. That's not a lot. Dak Prescott is 21% before he reworked
that's-
his deal.
yeah, that's Dak
okay.
Prescott.
Tom Brady, who's not on the roster this year, he will not be playing with Tampa. But since he retired before June 1st, he's their biggest percentage of the salary cap at
Really?
15.5%
Wow.
this season.
Dead cat, baby. It's the
So-
worst.
By the way, it was Jared Martin.
Jared Martin, is he watching the show?
Probably not. But
He's in Chicago.
Jared Martin.
Who's Jared Martin?
Jared Martin, his 2 sons wrestled for Buchanan High School. Studs. They're both at Northwestern University. He reached out to me. He's a huge real estate mogul in the Fresno area. Great guy. We get along great, but he's like, he's also a Raider fan from the Central Valley, obviously. And he's like, he goes, if Derek Carr gets more than 40 million guaranteed next year at Matt Madness, he goes, you're taking me to dinner. And I said 100%. So
Loser.
lost that one for sure.
You're just
But
good at losing these kinds of bets.
Did you see? So this is what doesn't make sense to me. If you put the Red Rifle, his stats last year up against Cars, I think the Red Rifles are even better.
They're very close. They're identical.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
They're identical.
You already had that dude, and you're signing this guy to 4 years.
Obviously, they think he's better. I mean,
I
if they think he's better, then I can't blame him.
We know that, though. We said that. We said the league thinks that Derek Carr is better. I always said they think he's better than that 40 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And he
Yeah.
knew it. He knew it, which is why he went to that meeting and he knew.
Yeah.
He's like, no, they're gonna
pay me.
They're gonna pay me. I'm gonna
Dude,
get paid
it's
this
so-
motherfucker. And then you got the other idiots up in New York that he could be a possible Hall of Famer. Imagine.
Oh yeah, he
That
would
was
have got 8 up.
far.
Do you think?
Eight,
Do you think he plays well next year?
The division sucks. They will win the division. I'm gonna give you a
the
crazy
division
number.
But
sucks?
does he play well though? Does he play well?
I'm gonna give you. I think he does.
I think he does also.
And I'm going to give you a crazy number. So to win the NFC next year, The Saints have the exact same odds as the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Both teams that were in the
To
playoffs.
make the playoffs.
No, that's to win the NFC title.
What?
To win the NFC, all three of those teams are 16-1. Minnesota, the Giants, and New Orleans, all at 16-1.
And that's because of the division.
That has to be you have to take into consideration they're favored to win the division.
I'll tell you what. Here's one thing, and if this is a prop bet in Vegas, we need to go again. Second mortgage.
Oh no.
Alvin Kamara will have 800 receptions.
If
he even plays.
If he plays.
Check down Carr. Are you kidding me? That's going to be his favorite freaking receiver. He's going to get so many check downs to Kamara. It's going to be incredible.
He's got Olave out there.
I like Olave.
He's got
Dude, Carr has never, ever thrown to receivers. It's been you know why? Because receivers the routes have to develop. He knows right away who he's throwing, who's the open guy right away. For like 3-4 years, Carr had the fastest release time in the NFL. Why? Because he was a scared bitch and he could read a defense.
Whoa. Damn,
And he could
Yeah,
read.
violent.
Listen, Derek Carr can read a defense. He's smart. He's going to check down and say, the safety's over here. That guy's going to be. He always pre-reads, and he always pre-reads. He doesn't let receivers develop their routes.
Right.
If I'm
He doesn't go through
Olave,
progressions.
Olave makes 18-yard comebacks. He's already throwing to fucking Kamara, the tight end.
You're gonna get slandered so hard for
He's
this.
never
They're gonna pull
thrown.
up highlight tapes of Ruggs throwing
have-
deep, Devontae Adams being open.
You got
You're gonna-
Oakland, Vegas, and now you got New Orleans coming for you.
Yeah, you're
Come after me.
You're gonna
coming.
get hammered.
Okay,
for
you know,
sure.
so that TikTok where I slandered
Derek Carr.
No. That TikTok, the last one where they came after me, Rafa.
Oh,
What did you say?
The Bears trade.
The Bears trade.
I told you that was terrible take.
By the way,
I-
that was Rich Eisen who said that.
Well, you should say, I heard from Rich
Yeah,
Eisen,
this
so
is
that
not
people
me.
can think Rich Eisen's a dumb fuck, which is why
The
I don't
most-
listen to them.
The most insider of insiders at the combine. Like, everyone talked to him. He's like, dude, there's a thing going on. It wasn't my
But
thing.
here's the thing: is that
Clearly, that wasn't a thing.
the combine is so wishy-washy because
It's a lot of smoke
People
screens.
are trying to deflect. They're trying
a lot
to-
of smoke
exactly, like,
screens, yes.
It's not real.
Yeah, I was just
You're just reporting.
I was just reporting, guys. Like,
Let's not report the news here,
never
bud.
never make a video again.
Yeah. No, I saw. I was like,
By
oh,
the way,
fuck.
most likes we've ever had on TikTok.
Really?
Yes.
How many?
Whatever it was.
It was the most.
2 million. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
But-
it was over Xander's picks. The most we've ever had.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn,
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
That's stealing money, man.
That was the worst deal ever. They could have just tagged him.
He didn't want to tag. He said he wouldn't have signed it.
Okay,
But here's the thing: they
F
could have
off.
extended him. They could have extended him last year for $23 million.
And they didn't.
But I get why they didn't. He was horrible.
He was atrocious.
Yeah.
Did you see his numbers this year?
He had 15 touchdowns.
His numbers are trash. Russell Wilson had more touchdown passes than him.
That's bad. That's what you know is really.
And he ran a shitload in
He
some
ran a
games.
Shitload. So what's the worst contract in your mind?
Oh, Daniel Jones over Derek Carr's?
Really?
Yes. 100%.
by a million.
By a landslide.
It's not even close.
Because I think Derek Carr will win the division next year. I think
Yeah, he's playing in
I
the
think
Del
that
Rey League
he's-
against fucking Notre Dame and Chaminade.
I think he's going to throw for 25 plus touchdowns.
good one, actually.
And he's going to have somewhere low double-digit interceptions. But I think he's going to throw 25 touchdown passes next
he
year.
plays 2 years and he's gone.
Carr?
100%. No,
Daniel Jones? Oh, I believe they don't. I don't think they win 9 games next year.
I agree with you.
And that coach is pretty fucking good.
I don't
He's a
understand
great
it. I
coach.
don't get it. I really don't understand it.
He's going to expose. They'll expose him next year. It's going to be.
Yeah.
I think
I
he's-
mean, listen.
Vanilla Vic's not gonna go crazy again.
No,
Vanilla
that's a
Vic-
stupid nickname.
Vanilla Vic, you guys called him? Vanilla.
So that's what Saquon said.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Vanilla
Wow.
Vic.
So that's Derek Carr.
That's offensive as
For real.
On all levels.
Free agency. Robbie Anderson, the worst hair.
It's
in
Chosen
the NFL.
Anderson. Get it right.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's Chosen Anderson.
worst
They
Anderson.
traded for him
He was
at
just-
the end of the year too.
Yeah,
That was so bad.
He was just released.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker.
Adam Thielen was released. 9
Which-
seasons.
Which is crazy. He was at the combine doing a bunch of media work. I think he knew that was coming.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Probably Adam Thielen. That Michael Brown drafts Adam Thielen
Every year?
in the 4th round.
Every year.
He does do that.
Adam Thielen, there's talk he can go to Dallas, Buffalo.
CBS, ABC.
He can play.
He can still play.
He can play.
I don't think he can be your second. I
might
think
be your third.
I think he could be your third.
So who does Minnesota put on the other side of Jefferson?
Gonna go get somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta go get somebody.
This is a really bad year for receivers.
I guarantee they find
in
like
the draft.
4 solid ones.
Oh, they'll find
Tennessee.
Go get Josh Downs from North Carolina.
The kid, Tennessee receiver.
Hyatt.
Oh, Hyde.
All he did.
What's his name, Eddie?
Hyatt.
Hyatt.
I think it's Hyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be good. He ran a good 40. He has solid hands.
Did you see? It's like he ran a 4.4, and everyone's like, "That's so slow."
Yeah, right.
Like ran like average
Addison was
people.
like 4.45.
I thought it was worse than that. I thought it was like a 4 or 5.
Addison's was bad.
Addison,
5.4,
well,
5.5
no,
maybe.
He first ran a 4.55.
That was trash.
And then luckily he ran again and ran a 4.49.
So
He's got great hands though.
But he had a bad back. And listen, he won the Blitnikoff. The dude, listen,
he can play.
he
can play.
He's not slow.
He's
not
dropping
slow.
though on those mock drafts that you guys do.
But I'm telling you,
He's like early 20s.
Josh Downs, who I've followed because he played at UNC and I watched every UNC game. In the combine, he was the most impressive dude. He just looked different. And I watched all the receivers. He did everything easy and smooth and fluid. It was just like you could tell. It was Addison and Downs that looked the best. Hyatt he killed. He had like 17 touchdowns with Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
Like a shitload.
What about
and
the
they were
kid
all
from
deep
Is it-
balls.
from
TCU?
Ohio State?
Oh yeah, he's
What about if the
Jackson
Texans?
Smith?
Yeah.
yeah. I forget his name.
Jackson Smith and then Jigba.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All the other Ohio State wide receivers, by the way, said is the better one.
Then
Garrett Wilson and Olave
not-
said
not-
he's the better one.
Not than Marvin.
not than Marvin. No way.
Well, from their class, yeah. Like their wide receiver.
No.
group, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of those three.
When did you see that? Last year, right?
No, this year at the combine.
Oh, okay. Because I watched something last year where they all said
Marvin.
Jackson was a beast, but Marvin was going to be the best of all the receivers at Ohio State. That's
will
what they
be, for
said.
sure.
Last year they said that on some show they were on.
Yeah.
But I think what if the Texans take Stroud and then Smith with their next pick,
That'd be great.
which is like
That'd
at
be
12,
great.
right?
I think the Panthers take Stroud.
You think they're moving all the way up to take Stroud?
Yeah.
Well then,
At one?
you know what? Let's.
I believe it.
Let's skip the
It's
Tua.
Frank Reich.
Let's skip the Tua's. They picked up his 5th-year option, which
Which is weak.
it's weak,
It,
man. The
it kind of
kid-
gives them an out
yeah.
to
mean,
pick it up.
And
Of course.
I think it's for like 23 million. It's not.
It's not crazy money.
Not crazy.
But it's smart. I mean,
I agree.
He is the definition of fragile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's one sack away from never playing again. But let's get into that. Let's
Big
get
trade
into
today.
the Bears trade. Bears traded out of the number 1 pick, which everyone thought they would.
Except for you, because you thought they were going to
No, I
draft
said
Bryce Young.
that was
that was a report.
Oh, that was a Rich
That was
Eisen.
Rich Eisen's freaking report.
Okay, please advise
Yes.
next time that comes out.
Put a thing at the bottom.
Yeah. This was
I
Rich
should have.
Eisen.
I didn't remember. Listen, I'm not one to plagiarize. I listen to a lot of sports radio. If I don't give you credit, I always say I heard. I should probably write down who I heard it from.
Yeah, text it.
You know.
Yeah, that way you can like say it when you're saying it.
Not
Yeah,
because
so people don't make fun of you on Instagram because it's
no,
hurtful.
just because. Listen, I don't want to. You know,
Steal credit
I don't
from
want to
other
steal
people's
credit.
takes.
And obviously,
I want
yeah,
to still credit on those bad takes.
yeah. So exactly. So Bears traded out the first pick. They receive the number 9 pick, the 61st pick, which I believe is a 3rd rounder. DJ Moore, their 2024 first round pick, and their 2025 second round pick. That is a haul and a half. How many spots did they move up?
9.
9 spots.
From 9 to 1.
That's probably why they had to give up so much. That is dude, the Bears made out like a bandit, and that's why you fired
The Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah.
So,
Even if they draft a quarterback, yeah, no one to throw it to now.
so do you think they go get AR-15? You think they fall in love?
I think it's CJ.
Frank Wright.
It's definitely
Frank
Stroud.
Wright likes big quarterbacks,
Yeah.
but is he going to take one that only runs? That runs.
I think he wants CJ. I think I would want CJ at 1.
I'd want CJ or Bryce Young, but he's a big quarterback guy, so I don't see him taking
Bryce.
Yeah.
It's probably CJ.
I think it's
It's
CJ.
definitely CJ.
CJ at the combine, if you guys didn't
his
watch
passing
it,
was just
he
unbelievable.
just was
I saw that.
dime after dime. He's 6'3", I think he's 215.
And people always say, "Oh, there's no one rushing him," but there's guys that are throwing in that same combine
Bro.
that can't complete a pass.
That's not what you're saying.
He played against Georgia.
But his best game was against Georgia.
Oh,
100%.
But the only knock is that, dude, he had talent on talent on talent.
that's fine.
Like, if that's what I hear the knock on him is like, can he played with, I mean, think about the receivers that he played with.
Yeah.
It's insane.
No, the list is
all
ridiculous.
NFL. Wilson, Olave, Harrison, Jackson Smith.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those are the 5 best receivers coming out of the draft in the last 2-3 years. So, but I agree. I think CJ's a stud. I think he's a stud. I don't understand. You know what? You know what the knock on CJ is that he's not mobile enough. But he did.
He showed it.
He showed it against Georgia, and we all know what that Georgia defensive line
I think
did.
if I base it on that against Georgia, that was a hell of a game.
Yeah, he played amazing.
Oh, it was
He
his
did
best
struggle.
game.
He won that
He
game
did
for them.
Okay,
won that game.
He should have won that game.
Yeah.
He struggled at the end of the game when Marvin left the game, though. If you watch the fourth quarter, he struggled a little bit there.
Yeah.
So he did still get them in position to
Yeah, I mean,
right,
Yeah.
but
field goal wins it, and
Yeah, no,
kicker
he-
didn't come close.
yeah, no, he was. I think he was lights out that game. I would take him or Bryce, either one at one,
So you
and I
think-
think there's a big fall off after that for me. And I know you guys don't think that.
So consensus.
I think- no,
I,
I
do.
think-
I do.
I agree with that. It
Yeah.
is a big fall off. I'm looking at Anthony Richardson as like dude, 2 people passed on Michael Jordan. That's my fear. Like
Two people but you can have that fear in every draft in every sport.
Yeah, and every
Like,
sport
for
has
me-
that.
okay, this dude has measurables that no one's ever seen. No one's ever seen a 10-9 broad jump.
jump.
No one's ever seen a 40 vertical. No one's ever seen a 4.4 40 at 6, 4.5. No one's ever seen this. That's why it's like it was right
But it's
there.
still football. It's still
Yeah.
game plan.
Yeah,
it's
still
still
strategy.
reads.
No, I agree.
It's all of that.
I agree.
And I think that if so many teams in the top 5 didn't need quarterbacks or top 8 picks didn't need quarterbacks, dude, these guys wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be those picks.
That's every year. That's every draft.
Dude, there's been drafts where we haven't had a quarterback taken to the 18th pick,
That was last year.
19th pick. So, I mean, this
there
year.
wasn't a quarterback taken to.
Kenny Pickett was the first one, right? Last year.
No way.
Pull it up. There's been a couple of years.
No way.
It's
Where-
Pickett that went 18 to the Steelers last year.
That was the first quarterback taken
I
in the
want to
draft.
say that's true.
That can't be true.
I want to
That
say that's 100%
cannot
true.
be true.
I think I'm right on that, Eddie. I think I'm almost 100% right.
You probably are.
Who was?
I think dude. I think it. I know it's been within the last 3 or 4
Because
years.
last year it was
Yeah.
18,
18
Kenny
was
Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
The 20th, actually.
20th, even
dude.
later.
Because nobody now this year. You look at the draft. Texans need a quarterback. Colts need a quarterback. Carolina needs a quarterback.
Raiders.
The
Kenny
Raiders need a
Pickett?
quarterback. Although the Raiders can pass on a quarterback.
Yeah.
The Raiders need a quarterback. The Seahawks can now pass on a quarterback because they don't need one. They went into the season thinking they were going to draft a
Yes.
They
quarterback.
can still draft one.
They
by the
can
way,
still
too.
draft one there, which they can
and
threaten.
sit 2 years.
I bet you that has never happened in the history of the NFL draft.
No, you can look up. There's another year where there's not a quarterback taken until
there
like
has
12
to be.
or
It has to be
15.
multiple years like that.
I think
20.
that
That's crazy.
I think that a lot of these guys, a lot of these teams needing quarterbacks, now brings this conversation. Oh, these guys, bro. Will Levis and fucking Richardson didn't do shit in college.
Yeah.
Nothing.
well, I mean, like you said, Levis's tape,
21 season was very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
and AR whatever has his 5-minute highlight tape.
Yeah.
Is astonishing.
Oh, it's him flying down the field. That's what it is.
No, he's throwing darts too,
dude.
Watch it. He's throwing darts. He has a strong arm. You can't
He
deny
has
it.
moments for sure, but it's just.
But it's
Every-
a but it's
Can
a
he be
5 but it's a
consistent? Can he be
5-minute
consistent?
5-minute highlight tape.
To me, every quarterback that's in the NFL has had a moment.
Every
Every guy,
they be consistent?
they can
That's
have
the key.
moments. And the key is consistency, and he's shown you none.
A lot of
14
quarterbacks haven't
14
until they learn.
None.
So
I just don't know if he's going to go to a team that's going to help.
Yeah,
let's wrap
it.
that's what it's
let's
based
wrap
on.
this up. Who are the Panthers taking? Who do you have them taking?
He
CJ
thinks
Stroud.
Yeah.
CJ.
All of Frank
Probably-
Frank Reich's quarterback has been 6'3" or 6'4".
So that's the guy. I just can't see him.
And you're not taking.
I don't think you
AR-15
give
at
that
the
much
number one.
up for Bryce
unless
Young.
what if he says, you know what, I shouldn't have been fired from the Colts. You know what, I'm a badass coach. Give me Richardson. What if that's his mentality? I
Give
can
all
make
that
him.
for Richardson. I would
Well,
think
people
so.
love
People
Cam
would
Newton.
do it.
People
People would
love
do
Cam
it.
Newton in Carolina.
For Bryce, I don't think I would do it for Bryce. Give up all that for Bryce. I don't
So-
think I would do that.
If you're, and I think this about Bryce, I think that Bryce, if he goes to a team like the Colts, that to me, they're ready to win the division with a quarterback. That roster, Taylor, Pittman, the defense, the offensive line, you need a piece or two.
Yeah.
To me, they're closer than
And their O line is
So
solid.
Eddie,
and the defense.
we're gonna wrap up this segment, but give me the first 7 picks draft order. Now that this has gone into motion, let's do a mock for the first
Top
7.
Okay, so Panthers.
So we have
Panthers,
Panthers.
Texans.
We have CJ, right? Texans number 2.
I say Bryce.
I
Young.
say Bryce Young.
Bryce, I agree.
Who's the 3 pick, Eddie?
The Cardinals.
Cardinals, I believe they go Tyree Wilson.
I say Will.
I say Will
Anderson.
Anderson.
Will Anderson.
Okay. So Arizona, Will. Now
Then you have the
Colts.
Levis.
Oh,
Wow.
Are the Colts 4?
yeah.
Yeah.
Levis. I say Will Levis.
Wow.
The Colts are win now mode,
I think
Levis?
so. Levis.
so I think it is Levis
I think it's Levis.
Okay.
because
So-
AR is more of a project.
He's
not-
a project. He's
Yeah.
a dude. He's a
Yeah,
project
he's-
car.
he's a
my
project.
98 2-door Tahoe.
Yeah.
That's what he is that I've had forever. Okay,
Great car.
when it's done, when it's done,
When it's finished, it's
I'm
gonna
going
be
on fucking
great.
year 3, bro. I haven't even seen it. So
Jordan Love in the
who's at
mix.
5? Is that
Who's
Atlanta?
at 5?
The Seahawks.
Seahawks.
They go deep. They go D.
They go
and-
defense.
or,
Now,
D
now here's
tackle.
where you go Tyree.
Yeah.
Is this who's at 6? The Lions?
Yeah.
So Tyree.
Where's Atlanta?
8?
Yes. Okay. So Tyree at Seahawks. We all agree with that
Yeah.
because he's a freak. Okay. 6. Who do we have?
Tackle probably for the Lions.
No.
Lions. No corner.
Oh,
Everyone's
corner, you're
saying
right.
Yeah.
corner, and there's a great corner draft. You can go Gonzalez. You can go the dude from
Porter.
Porter.
He's not
You-
that high.
Georgia. You can go.
The
Ringo?
Green.
No,
Yeah.
Ringo,
high.
Ringo's too high. The dude from Illinois, everyone has him, which he didn't work out as pro data by the way. Everyone
I go
goes-
Gonzalez from Oregon.
Gonzalez is
Okay,
gonna
so
be- I think-
cornerback 7,
The Raiders.
the Raiders. So
What is the time? That's for you. Your boy's there.
surprise.
Your boy's there, and I
See,
go
here's
Paris
the
Johnson.
problem is that I think all quarterbacks go before the 5th pick.
You think all these quarterbacks go before the 5th pick?
Yes.
The only team that really doesn't need to draft a quarterback is the Cardinals. Any other team could take a quarterback.
Right.
Or they can move up.
Yeah.
So
I don't think anybody's moving up.
I think so.
Atlanta's
if
the only team that I can
someone-
see moving up
you
for
can't-
Richardson.
Why would you do that? It's crazy.
Atlanta's, dude, Atlanta.
Atlanta
could
would
move
do
up.
it. I could see
Atlanta could
They
do
doing
it.
have 2 rookie or second-year running backs. Pretty
Second year
young
running back,
squad.
you have London, you have
London's a
Kyle
stud.
Pitts.
Yeah.
Kyle
Yeah.
Pitts.
Dude, what more than to add a flashy
Yeah.
project
Okay,
quarterback?
but we're talking about. We're not going.
Okay, yeah.
So we're not
We're
ready.
not projecting.
So you're
Yeah.
saying the number 7,
Raiders.
I'll go AR-15.
I say
Anthony
Paris Johnson.
Here's the thing: the tackles. There's like 3 tackles that are interchangeable. The dude from Northwestern, the Raiders. So
If he's on the board, you got to take him.
you got
AR-15?
Yeah.
gotta
If
take
he's
him.
Bro,
there at
there's
7,
no way.
You
if
got
he's
it.
there at
There is
7, you have to
no-
grab
If
him.
he's
then
there
then
at
you're
7.
you're writing off the season. It's over.
If we don't take him,
Your
if
season's
we don't
over.
No,
take
'cause you're
him,
gonna sign
then we take
Garoppolo.
Hooker later.
huh?
You're gonna sign
That's the
Jimmy
only-
G.
that's my thought.
No.
You're gonna draft.
No, your
You
season's
start
over.
Stidham. You start Stidham.
Start
Your
Stidham.
season's over.
I agree.
Your season's over.
I agree.
Your
100%.
season is over before it started.
I agree.
Your season ended on draft night.
I-
If you're the Raiders and you draft
That's what I'm
AR-15,
It's
hoping
okay. It's
for.
not something I'm
clip
not
that
used to.
shit and send that shit to the Raiders.
I'm hoping for
You
that.
are welcome Raider fans, welcome to the losing season
If we
on
draft
April
CJ
fucking
Stroud, it's the
29th.
same thing. The season's over if you draft CJ Stroud.
The season's not over if you draft your needs.
McDaniels.
That's what I'm saying.
McDaniels had Cam Newton when Cam Newton's shoulder was busted and couldn't throw the ball. So McDaniels, I'm totally cool with running zone read every freaking play.
Yeah, you have a top 3 receiver on the outside. You're cool with that shit?
It sucks for him.
That's not going to suck for him. This season, it's not going to suck for him.
You're going to get Stidham.
You went and got him. You went and got him to win. Nobody trades for the number or signs or whatever the fuck they did. A top 3 receiver. When they got him, he was the best receiver in football. Nobody does that.
Is.
Of course. Well, you can argue that, but yeah, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whatever. So nobody does that shit. So he has an off season. It's over.
So let's say the Colts take Anthony Richardson, then you have Levis at 7.
No.
I don't want him either.
I've seen
it. I've seen it already.
I would take him.
I've seen it. I've seen this show already.
What show is that?
What show is that?
The Derek Carr show.
Dude,
He's not Derek
not Derek
Carr.
Carr.
They're different.
He is not
He's
Derek
different.
Carr.
Is he mobile?
he's mobile enough.
He can move in the pocket.
He's not
I
Jalen
haven't-
Hurts.
I haven't seen enough film on him.
He's not Jalen Hurts, and he's not Derek Carr.
I gotta watch the 21-21.
20 to watch it.
He can run
He
for a
can
first
move
down.
up, dude.
He can move in the pocket.
I'm not saying
Derek
he's
Carr.
Herbert, but he's closer to Herbert
Then he is
than,
Derek Carr.
than he is
Listen,
Derek Carr.
I have not been happy with the Raider draft since 1932. So most likely it's gonna be Levis. And I'm gonna be like,
I would take Levis.
Just get ready. Just get ready, Raider fans.
How can you want AR but not Levis?
Levis can actually throw the ball accurately.
He's had a great season.
I've seen his stats. They're very comparable to Anthony Richardson in completion percentage and everything. He got shut out a couple games in the SEC. So
He was hurt last year, bad turf toe.
You know who else got shut out and still got a crazy contract?
Derek Carr.
by the Saints.
same team.
By the Saints, by the way.
So 7
How's
is
that happen, Rafa?
so 7 is who?
I have no clue. I'm gonna find some.
Yeah, who are we
Levis
taking at 7?
fucking-
So 7 who you taking?
Eddie says AR-15.
Like I said, if he's there, Colts took Levis at 4. You have to take.
I agree. I take.
You have to take him.
Dude, Levis's completion percentage last year was 65%. He was nowhere near garbage 15.
Garbage.
Okay,
15.
he wasn't even close. 65% in 2021. He was 66%. He threw for 2,800 yards in 21 with 24 touchdowns.
Not impressive numbers, by the way. Nothing to blow your mind. So that is
He's in the SEC on Kentucky.
that is
He's a fucking Kentucky.
that is our NFL wrap up right there. Brought to you by CustomCars.com. Listen, we have very strong opinions on the NFL, and that's that. Now,
Last NFL related thing, and then we'll take a quick commercial.
oh
break
yeah,
and then NFL.
last NFL related thing, the Joe Mixon story. I don't know if you guys heard. Is a lot of conflicting stories, but he lives. Obviously, Joe Mixon has a lot of money. He lives in a nice neighborhood, but supposedly, I don't know if I'm going to get the story straight. There was a bunch of kids with some Nerf guns, and I've heard the audio. He pops off like 11 shots.
Yeah, it's 11.
Like, how lucky is he that he only shot one kid in the foot with the 11 shot? Well, he could. Let's say he killed 3 of the kids. Like,
Oh no.
Let's not say that.
Let's not say that.
I'm just saying, you shot 11 shots at kids, and
He didn't shoot at kids, right?
he hit one of
He
them.
hit one in the
Yeah,
foot.
but how did he hit one? So he shot it into the ground.
Technically, there's no clear-cut proof of how he shot it. or
Listen,
direction.
he shot a gun,
You just hear it.
and a kid got shot. So,
No. It's all bad, obviously. But
I mean,
Is it even confirmed that it was him who shot it, though?
I think it wasn't confirmed that it was him.
He's not a suspect in what it is, but
Really?
it's his
Property?
house. It's his property, so that's why he's
he's liable.
considered.
so he's not even. So not even proving that it was him.
Right.
No.
Yeah, we're out here. You're out here killing them. But listen, I want to give you something real quick before we go to commercial because I don't want people to bash Eddie. So Richardson, it's not 14 games that he's played. He's played 22 games. Okay, 20, not 14, 22. His completion percentage
Started 14 games.
He started.
14.
Well, no, he started well, whatever. He's played 22 games. Just so you guys know, his completion percentage last year, 53%.
You say 55, I say
58.
53%, and he threw 17
Let's
touchdowns and 9 interceptions.
What
Guys, don't bash him for his stats
what
online.
were Josh Allen's senior year stats?
Let's pull him up.
58%. And he was running all over the field like a madman.
I don't know, but we're going to cut to commercial, and we'll come back
We'll
with
come
that.
back after that.
You got to go to the bathroom. Asked that before the game started.
It's on now.
So, guys, I'm back.
Game's on, huh?
Eddie's not back yet. The Laker game's about to start. What's the line of Laker game? Maybe we can give these guys something.
2.5.
Something to bet. Lakers minus 2.5?
Oh, Lakers are plus 2.5.
Van Fleet playing or not? Do we have a Van Fleet
Should
sighting?
be playing.
There was something wrong with him. Let's take the Lakers plus 2.5 tonight.
6-9-1.
Lakers plus 2.5. Let's book that. Get it in.
I like it.
Get it in, baby.
Oh, yeah,
Lakers
here we go.
plus 2.5.
Kickoff is next.
I want to show everyone. It's a weedy theme.
They can see you. We're live.
You're live.
we're
Yeah,
live.
baby. Look at this weedy theme Jordan line.
Very nice, Edward.
Also-
By the way, the goat, the real goat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
it's not
whoa.
good today.
Let's not go there today.
Steve Lopez said, "I wouldn't mind AR-15 if he's a bust. We are another step closer to his true
Nothing.
pick,
Dude.
Caleb Williams."
Yes,
I like it.
Steve
He
Lopez.
can't be a bust after one
Steve
season.
Lopez, you're a genius.
Steve, you know that they are
Steve,
not.
be the GM for the Raiders, please.
Yeah.
Steve, you know that they're not tanking. You're not taking AR-15 and then
that's-
taking
Then take-
Caleb. Or not ring.
You can't take twice.
Why not? Shit, they like you said, the Redskins took 2 quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, but you're not doing that next year. You're not going to be that bad. Not with Adams, unless you're trading him away. By the way, Josh Allen's stats: 2015, he threw for 28 touchdown passes in Wyoming.
What was his completion percentage?
55.
50.
Okay, 53, 55. That's my
different.
point. That's
He
my
threw for
point.
a lot of yards, though.
You know why?
Also
Because
did
he,
a
lot of
he
yards.
scrambled all over the place and then threw it 80 yards into the end zone.
Okay, Richardson scrambled all over the place and ran it. That's the difference.
That's what I want to see.
Why would you want to see? You can see with
Okay,
Lamar.
it's NBA now. We're going NBA.
All right, let's go to the NBA. So Jacob doesn't want to do the John Morant being a
We
gangster.
can just do it real quick.
We can cover it real quick.
We can't keep covering it, but we can.
We'll just do
So
it. real fast.
Memphis last year, I don't know if you guys remember, last year when Ja was hurt, Memphis played really well.
Yeah, they won like 20 games without him.
They played really well. They played again really well last night.
They fucking showed fucking
Oh
Golden
God!
State was
Dylan
up.
Brooks, by the way, last night.
He's a G. Huh?
He's my
straight up
dude.
gangster.
He was a gangster last night. By the way, last night he thought in his head he was the greatest player in the NBA.
By the
Ever.
way, I didn't
He played
know-
like that
dude.
shit.
I didn't know he was that tall. Like he's right
Dylan?
there. He's right
there with Draymond.
With Draymond.
I think
Yeah,
he's
there's a big
6'8".
Dude, I thought he was 6'4".
No,
No,
no.
he's
He
big.
can, dude.
He can play.
Yeah.
You guys didn't like. I like him. He's still a bitch,
I can't.
but
I
I like
can't.
him.
No, yeah, he's a good player. Usually,
University of Oregon, by the way.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
had
Yeah, we
14
saw him play here at the pond against Brandon
14
Ingram.
points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists.
When?
And talking
And
all
still on
that
the block.
shit.
And what?
Yesterday.
Dylan Brooks, those are his
Yesterday.
numbers?
Yeah. He had
14
24 total PRA.
But he's not a scorer.
That's not his
like,
role, though.
No.
his
He
role is
played, dude. It was the attitude, the swag.
Yeah,
he
like
thought
he's playing with confidence.
he was on fucking.
He thought he was MJ.
Dude, he thought he was Jordan and Magic and Larry Bird all last
Listen,
night.
if you saw the Twitter, it was a fucking G'd up Twitter by Draymond. He just went on his podcast and just ruined fucking Brooks. He's like, dude, you suck. Your team doesn't like you. I have 4 rings. I have MVPs. I have this. I have that. He goes, you don't have shit. Like,
He's right. Draymond's right.
Oh, he was right.
Draymond is the wrong dude to get in a fight with.
Yes.
He's the wrong dude to get in a fight
That's
with.
like,
But last night, Dylan
like-
went right.
Oh, he went at it.
right back at him.
there's a couple dudes in professional sports. You don't get into a word fight with Chael Sonnen or like,
He's a master of words. by the
dude,
way.
like he'll just rip you to shreds.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, he's going to make you look stupid.
And Draymond.
And Draymond's right there. He's so smart and witty.
Draymond's right
So
there.
listen,
like,
I hope, and listen, it sounds like I have haterism. And by the way,
oh, it's coming.
March Madness, I took Hakatomi Plaza to
Who the fuck is Hakatomi Plaza? What just happened?
That's me, apparently.
I thought that was like the Taj Mahal type of deal.
Hakatomi Plaza. If you guys have ever seen Die
That was,
Hard,
that was a new book.
I thought that's like the fucking the shopping center down the street in Artesia.
by the way, YouTube, we should need a poll. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? It is the best Christmas movie of all time.
I'm
And-
going to say the Santa Claus.
I've never seen it, so
But-
I wouldn't know.
What?
What?
Why did everyone say
What the fuck?
God.
Die Hard's not a good
Ralphie.
movie? It's,
Oh, you bumped your head.
I saw-
Ralphie, have you ever seen Die Hard?
Have you seen Die Hard? Bruce Willis? He's
Yippee.
never seen Die Hard.
it's,
These
not,
kids-
it's not worth it. Don't
these
even.
I
kids
was
are
going to call
deprived.
you out and say you're a failure as a father, but apparently I am too.
Now these kids don't want to hang out with us except to watch
Dude.
fucking baseball.
Oh, at least
That's-
you have that.
Daddy, you up at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, dude.
You won't believe
fuck.
this
Okay, we have a new homework assignment. You have to watch. Dude,
I've
you're-
seen parts of it. and
you're
it's-
Nino
what-
Rich?
What is good about it?
When your Nino Rich lived with us in Canyon Country, this is VCR days, so he didn't have cable in his room. He had 2 things that he fell asleep to. Seinfeld,
One episode.
Episodes?
he had Seinfeld episodes, or he fell asleep
Best show on
to
TV.
Die Hard every fucking night.
I fall asleep to the Gilmore Girls. I'm saying it.
I thought you were joking.
I'm dead serious.
Oh,
I tell my wife, my
wife.
wife and my daughters watch the Gilmore Girls fucking religiously. Like they've seen every episode. So I'll look over at Jackie like,
Nice pass.
I'm gonna put on the Gilmore Girls. Boom.
Can you please
Instant-
make a clip of
instant
this?
sleep.
Yeah.
Because the manliest man of all time, which is sitting to my right here.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, all of a sudden it comes out when it comes to movies.
Yeah, you know
The
what?
Notebook.
That was a good film.
Dude, if Andrew Tate watches fucking Gilmore
No.
Girls,
Dude, I don't watch it. I fall asleep to it. I didn't say I watched. Last night,
It's your
someone.
comfort show.
Last night I asked where it was based. They were like, "It's in Connecticut." Fuck, I didn't know.
I'm asleep.
I didn't know.
Ralphie, do you know what Gilmore Girls is?
Oh, he knows. He knows. His sisters watch it. They know.
Dude, I've heard of it. I have no idea what it is.
It's
Okay, but your
it-
Mrs. freaking
Yeah, you're Mrs.
Housewives.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
Vanderpump Rules.
dude. That's
We'll
a
get
thing.
into that.
We'll get into Vanderpump.
We'll get into that.
That's a hot topic.
So,
That's a hot
the
topic. I'm all
gangsta.
over it.
The studio gangsta. My feelings are this: if the NBA and Nosferatu, we all know who Nosferatu is, right?
Yes, the commissioner.
The commissioner. If they want to send a message and and we agree the ratings are going down, and everyone wants to be a gangster, you have to nail John Morant.
You're
to
gonna
the
set an
cross.
example.
No,
you got to nail him. to the
bad
cross.
idea.
50 games. First of all,
Whoa.
there's a bunch of rules. Okay, you can't have a gun in a locker room. You can't have a gun on the road. All those things.
Dude, that fuck Gilbert Arenas.
Yes, all those things are possible. He was on the road. Okay, he was in LA.
In Denver,
It was in Denver.
which
So-
is illegal to have a firearm inside of a strip
Yeah.
club
Like, dude, how stupid.
or a club or whatever.
But
Here's the thing. You know what? Who I want to fire?
no,
I
you
want
already
to.
fired him, guy.
No. I was wrong on the firing.
Sounds like Odie.
Yeah,
If you're really John Morant's boy, if you're really his boy and are down for his shit, then dude, you're checking his ass. You are checking him and say, dude, you're throwing away millions and millions of dollars. If you're a real friend, by the way, it's really hard to find a real friend as a man. Someone, I always say this, you need a no man in your group. You need a no man. Someone in his group needs to be, bro, what are you doing, dog? Why do you have a gun? You have 5 of us here. No one's going to touch you. Like, someone has to step in and be a no man for John Morant. And I don't know who that is, but I'm firing his boys. His boys need to get fired, not John Morant. That's my shit.
I'd suspend him.
I think.
I'd suspend him too.
Clip
I
that
wouldn't
shit.
suspend him 50
The
games.
NBA can't
Dude,
afford.
it might
to suspend
be-
I don't give a
50
fuck. You
It
can't
might
afford
not-
it.
it might
You
not
need to
be-
suspend him. You need to set an example.
It might be in the rules already. It might not
it's
even
not.
be
It's in the
a choice.
yeah, if there's like evidence of him being caught with it on a team plane or something like involved with the team
Locker room, stuff like
certain
you
that.
can't-
areas,
you
it's
can't
50
prove-
games.
you can't
but
prove that
they
if
couldn't. They had a police investigation. They couldn't
Listen,
prove
Eddie
where
Money.
he was.
Listen, Ralphie, and listen, Hakatomi Plaza. If
I'm
we're
gonna leave the show
if
immediately
we're
if you
if
say that
we're
one
in
time.
Vegas, and I'm acting up a motherfucking fool, I'm doing stupid shit. I'm picking fights from guys from Dagestan or guys with cauliflower ears. I hope my buddy, my right hand man, Rafa the Guru, puts me to side. Eddie, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing, dog?
I will definitely do that,
That's a real
especially
friend.
this fucking week.
That's a real friend. Like, what are you guys doing? Are you his real friends? That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I think that he has switched friend groups because like there was a podcast like where people who've been from Memphis where like is kind of just around there, so he's probably just been has been trying to associate with those people, and like
here's the
his
thing.
main friends aren't probably the ones he's
And
talking
here's
to
the thing:
anymore.
he has more money than all of them, so he doesn't need to be kissing their ass.
Yeah, but like he has it switched. He has it completely.
He's trying to make it
switched.
out the league.
He's trying to make it out the league, not in
It's
the league.
So, I mean, what's your take? That's my take on
That's
John.
my take too. I think they should suspend him. I don't know 50 games unless he broke the rules, then they can prove it, right?
Yeah.
But you have to take dude. The team obviously doesn't give a fuck,
But
right?
this
He's a
year,
superstar.
This year, like automatically, or is it next year?
Dude, it's right now. If you get caught for using steroids, you're suspended right now
Yeah,
in baseball.
that's true.
He should be suspended right now.
Well, that 2-game suspension wasn't like by the league.
No, it was his.
Yeah,
own.
but he sat 3 already,
Yeah, and
He
they
said
fucking
he said he
won. By the
more
way,
too.
and he can keep getting them.
Yeah.
And keep getting them. And you need to set an example.
You set
You
an
can't
example
do this shit.
And then trade AD for him.
You're an asshole because you would totally take him right now.
I would, dude. What did we say when I took him for his 21st birthday to March Madness, and we were watching Wichita State, wherever the fuck. Where did you go to?
You went to Wichita. No,
No.
State.
A state.
Murray State.
Murray
Murray
State.
State. I told
I was
you.
going to say Moorhead.
I said this right here. That dude should be the number 1 pick in the draft. That dude, when it's all said and done, homeboy from
Zion's played 28 games per
Zion's a joke.
season
I said
so far.
that is the best player, and he will be a star in the NBA. So I was a supporter of Ja. I thought he was the shit. And the thing is, this is like the 3rd incident in what you said it in the beginning of the show. It goes
They had the incident with the mom.
Yeah.
They had the incident against the Pacers,
Yeah.
where some of his friends in a car after the game
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. Dude, it's fucking incident after incident after incident.
Yeah.
It's not just one thing. It's now, dude, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3 was the Laker thing. It was his mom at the fucking mall. Dude, it's a thing.
He'll figure it out though.
Rafi.
I think you should give him a chance.
So my dad, he was a good dad to me. Like he was whatever. But he made me sit down and watch a couple movies, and one of them was Godfather. And he laid it down like, these are the rules of being a man, Eddie. You need to sit and watch this shit. And a big part of that movie was Robert Duvall. He was the consigliere. If you're, it was a thing. You in your life, if you're a man and successful or not, you need to have a consigliere, someone that's gonna not tell you what you want to hear, but tell you what you need to hear. And then if you're in the NBA, if you're in the NFL, and you're in the spotlight, every man needs a consigliere. And he obviously doesn't have one.
And it doesn't have to be another man, I think.
No, it doesn't. No.
I think it could
My
be
wife
your
is
wife.
probably- yeah.
I think it could be your aunt, your
Someone
mom.
that you respect, that you would listen
right.
to.
And he needs help, obviously, at
He
this
needs
point,
help.
right?
A lot of times, it is a wife, but a lot of times, guys, it comes different from a homie. Like when your wife is like, don't do this, don't do that. And she's like, well, that's just my wife. But when it comes from a peer and someone on your level and someone that you respect, and it should, listen, Shanae's my biggest consigliere. She's my biggest no man all the time.
No, Eddie.
Shanae,
No, Eddie.
Shanae approved the Jordan Wheaties sweatshirt, so I'm wearing it. So
I like it.
she didn't
I like it.
know me on that.
Wardrobe by Shanae.
Wardrobe by
Yeah,
Shanae.
every night.
We talked about it on the way back from the mall. She's like, I should dress you. I'm like, I agree. So that's my thing. Have a consigliere in your group. Who's your consigliere?
Mine?
Yeah, Jacob.
This is weird because it's actually it's Bubba for sure.
Really?
Bubba is my biggest hater, which is a good thing.
You need a hater in your group.
He hates on me, and I respect it because I'm like, damn, he's probably right. Like I'm a bitch right now, or like I shouldn't wear that. I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So
You need that in your group.
Bubba,
Yeah.
he's listening all the time. So
Who's your consigliere?
My wife.
Yeah.
She's probably like, I don't tell you anything because I can't because you're an asshole.
But when she
But-
tells you, you might
You
pretend.
listen. You listen.
might
You pretend not to listen, but you listen.
Yes. So that's
who's yours?
His wife, he said it. Your
My
mother.
wife.
You have a couple though.
I do have a couple wartime consiglieres.
I think
Yeah.
Alpha is like part time.
We're going to need a
No.
part timer for him in Vegas next week.
I have like 3 or 4. So definitely, my wife is my best friend. Like I can't even do.
Michael Brown for
And
sure.
Can't
Michael-
wake up in the morning without.
I cannot wake up, although she's snoring when I wake up. But definitely, my wife is my
Have to
number
put her on
one.
blast on live.
Yeah,
come
sorry.
on.
She's fucking banging through the window. I don't snore, Edward.
Yeah.
She's gonna talk to
But
him
definitely
right
my wife, and then if I was gonna go number 2, it's the hose man.
now. Hose man. He's on my list by the way.
Yeah,
too.
Hose
and
would be
he's older than me by a
Yeah,
lot.
and then it's Michael Brown. 100%. And Rafa, I also lean on. Rafa has some specialties.
Oh, yeah.
that he's really good at, and you have to have those people in your life.
And John needs something because poor guy, he's going to ruin it.
But
and he's
he'll figure it
and his
out.
parents
He's
are
young.
an
obviously that.
all-time talent.
He's amazing.
Only 23, by the way.
He's an all-time talent.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He needs one more
AD
chance. Give
for
him one
Ja.
more chance.
AD for job.
He's an all-time talent. Imagine it. Dude, if he's doing that in Memphis, what the fuck's he going to do here? Start running around in Compton.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Are you kidding?
I didn't think about that.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Like,
Get that
Suge
dude
Knight.
the fuck. Don't,
Yeah.
don't come here. He's like,
He's
I'm
going to be like, I'm only going to play when we wear blue jerseys.
Yeah.
That's
Blue
a good
from that one
Eddie
only.
Money.
Lakers have moved into the 9 seed, playing here tonight.
Playing well, by the way.
D'Angelo's back tonight.
Look
Yeah,
at
they're losing
D'Angelo.
right
He's
now.
on the screen right now.
Yeah, they started this game terrible,
They're
but
5-2
since LeBron went out.
since LeBron went out. I think
Okay.
that's what it is.
Listen, we go hard on AD. I mean,
He's been playing well, dude.
we have multiple YouTube clips where
You're firing AD.
Yes, we know.
You guys
We're,
fired him
he's
like
playing,
once a
he's
week.
playing well. You want him to play well, dude.
But he should play well. He's gifted.
He's gifted to be a top 10, 5 player in the league. That's for sure.
I heard a great stat when AD scores 37 or 38 points in a game, the Lakers are like 14-1.
Shit.
I mean, that just says everything, right? I mean, that's everything. Like, dude, we need you to be the best player on the court.
He should be. He should be the best player on the court, even when LeBron's on the court.
I
Yes.
agree.
He should be the best
But
player on
yes.
the court, period.
Factoids.
And that's why the Lakers traded for him, other than LeBron needed another superstar, but that was kind of the
can-
guy to hand the baton
But
to.
can LeBron play that role of like.
Dude, he doesn't need to shoot. He can.
No, I
LeBron
agree.
can play and shoot 13,
I
14
agree.
shots a game.
But
Here's
his impact on the game is so heavy.
It is.
It's almost impossible
AD?
for him to beat. No, LeBron.
AD should, but dude, you rise to the occasion and
Yeah.
Here's the thing. AD should win Defensive Player of the Year
Every year.
year. He's that good.
He got robbed that one year though.
He's that good.
2020.
And when's the last time you heard of I guess Giannis, but I'm thinking, when's the last time you heard of a defensive player that good that also should
Can
be
score.
the MVP of the league?
That's Giannis,
It's
actually.
he's
well,
so
that's
rare.
Giannis. But
Besides Giannis, it should
Yeah.
be.
besides Giannis,
Yeah.
AD.
How about that amazing tweet by Charles Barkley? in the
Oh, that
show?
was
That
hilarious.
was hilarious.
Yes.
Last night
Shaq said,
said Giannis should be the MVP.
and then Charles like, you just saying that because he's black.
That was
I
great.
agree that
Charles.
Giannis. I agree that Giannis should be the MVP. But you
He
guys
can
know I'm
win
a
it-
Bucks
he can
bias.
win it every year, honestly.
He is.
That's how you feel with LeBron. And now
Yeah.
that torch has been passed to
To
Giannis,
Giannis, 100%.
where you feel that he's the best player every night. Now, if you look at what Joker's done, you cannot discredit.
Yeah.
Right?
He's been amazing.
like the stupid shit that this moron Perkins was saying, saying something about, he's padding his stats. Dude, Denver,
That's so stupid.
when his triple doubles are like 23 and 0,
Yeah,
24
they
and
need
0.
him to do that.
They need him to do that shit. It's because of the shooters. So they catch the ball and they shoot. They're shut the
what
you
this
make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, damn, they have a well-built team.
Bro, if you talk to guys,
well-built team, what a loser.
if you
Like,
go,
what?
well-built team.
Marcus Spears is probably saying, dude, shave your beard because people are mistaking me for you. Yes.
Yeah.
He's probably getting shit all
Also,
over.
I absolutely love when JJ Redick went on there on ESPN.
Dude.
Oh, dude, he let him
What?
fucking have it.
I
what
loved
a
it.
G. That was a
That was
if you haven't seen that in YouTube land, look up Reddick.
Destroys
And-
Perkins.
Yeah.
Look up that.
And Stephen A. let it fucking happen. He said,
Yeah.
in all respect to your show, Stephen A. and you, this is the problem with this fucking show. That we put out a narrative that there isn't.
Yeah.
Jaden
And-
Reddick.
What a
Dude,
G.
G
Love him.
up.
Bro, you got to respect the guy.
Yeah.
Right? And he's not lying.
Dude, JJ Redick needs to be a star after this
He
shit.
has the best takes.
He does.
In
He
media
does
right now.
Media
He
right
does.
now.
Yeah.
You know what? For a while now, but he hasn't been noticed. He just breaks that shit down.
I agree.
He worked like Kobe. He worked at his craft like Kobe, and he understood the NBA. I always wanted him to play for the fucking Lakers. Always.
That year, J.J. Redick, and you remember who the Gonzaga player was? Because he was drafted by the Lakers.
Don't say Adam Morrison.
Adam Morrison.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was J.J. Redick at
Really?
Duke and Adam Morrison
That's
at Gonzaga.
crazy.
And it was just, they were just back and forth for, not in a game, but just scoring. It was fucking nuts. Adam Morrison, by the way, didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Now, what do you guys think about Golden State? Curry's come back. I don't think they've won a game.
No.
No.
They've been terrible on the road.
Yeah.
They're 7-27 on the road.
Dude, that
7-27.
How the fuck?
Just take the other team
Dude,
at home
how the
and they play the
fuck
Warriors.
do you have all those guys, and Curry's been hurt, but even then,
Okay,
7-27 on the road.
Here's my theory. This is what I think it is.
They're poisoning people in the stadium, in the arena. The
No.
other team. Okay, I don't know.
I think it's the beef between
Draymond-
Poole and Green.
So they
That's
only
my
have a
theory.
beef on the road and not at home.
No, it's not that because they're bad. They're bad overall. They're
No,
not.
what's the record at home if we can get it? I agree with you on that. I thought that in the beginning of the
Did you
season.
see that one play that happened the other night where Poole has the ball and Green's in the post and Green's wide open? He's waving like, throw it to me.
Yeah,
Throw it to me.
Oh, I know.
Poole
exactly
didn't
what
give
you're
it to
talking
him.
Dude,
and
I wouldn't
Draymond-
give it to him either.
Draymond
I hate
just
Poole.
walked away.
Why?
I hate Poole.
I like him, Michigan.
He's
a bitch, though.
He
I don't
seems
like
like a
him.
punk.
think
He's talented. He's talented as hell. I remember that game where Steph got thrown out for throwing his
That was on Poole.
and then Poole, yes, because Poole didn't pass the ball.
He shot like a 40-footer.
And
And he
then
threw out his mouthpiece.
and then Poole played the star and he took over the post game interview. He was like, "This is he wants it to be his team.
He wants it to be his team.
He wants it exactly.
I'm okay with that. I'm just not okay with that.
Know your
when-
role.
I agree.
Stay in
I'm
your
okay with
lane.
that if you're coming off the bench. I'm not okay with that shit when I'm Steph Curry.
Yeah, I'm the guy.
It's my team.
Yeah.
I've
You know
been
what I
the
mean?
guy for forever.
Like you can do that with LeBron. LeBron doesn't want to shoot.
Go ahead, Eddie Money.
Yeah, the Warriors are 7-26 on the road and 25-7 at home.
That's a huge.
That's a huge.
Bro,
deal.
Crazy
that's
split.
so huge.
That's crazy.
Literal flip flop.
That's crazy. Could it be that they're poisoning the meals at our Oracle Arena in San Francisco?
Maybe they just can't stand each other when they're in two-sided spaces on the plane.
So
Fuck.
not
Playing on the road is all effort. It's all defense
Dude,
and
but
effort.
7-26
That's crazy.
There's a lot of lack of effort.
Yeah, and you can see
Dude,
it.
that's
It
a
shows
lot.
on the
Like,
court.
someone's going to strip clubs all the time.
Bro, that's bad. What
That's
are you doing
crazy.
in Oklahoma City, though, that you can't beat those dudes?
Yes,
There's some shit to do there.
So I don't want to bring it back to Ja, but
But you
heard,
are.
but I heard something. Who's the New Zealand? One of the
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams, scary ass dude. Like he's
Yeah,
the
he's
real,
pretty fucking crazy. He
he's-
was like homeless at one point.
Yeah, the dude's a G. He's scary. He's the toughest dude in the NBA. I heard that he had a players meeting
The
like
night of.
2, 3, or was it the night of?
It was a day of, and then that same night, John Morant went to the strip
Like,
club. And
If Ja's not listening to Steven Adams, like, are you shitting me? Like, you don't respect that monster? That dude is a G. He's scary as hell. He's on the list of scariest people. Like
I don't know about that.
Jay Harrison, Steven Adams. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, he's-
Steven Adams will rip your fucking head off and shit down your throat.
that's
Wow,
that's a lot.
He's also like
that's
graphic.
But he's
I
like
pictured
also
it.
the
And
nice
actually-
person at the same time.
and then do a haka dance.
Yeah. Let's not film that. But make a post. Make a
Too
clip
late.
that.
Too late.
Clip that.
Clip Eddie doing the haka dance.
Yeah. And make sure Steven Adams doesn't come after my ass.
Yeah, but make sure Steven Adams is named in the dance.
Yes.
I was gonna say he's like one of the scariest, but he's like one of the nicest people.
Yeah, but Samoans.
He's so good for his team, though, and I think you should respect him.
And
And
the
I
fact
think
that they don't is crazy. The fact that they don't respect him is wild.
no, not them.
Or
I think
Ja.
it's Ja because you clearly miss him when he doesn't play. If you watch that team,
Yeah.
Oh
you clearly miss him. They clearly miss him.
AD was killing him in the blocks that game. AD
No,
was
I'm not saying he's like an amazing basketball player, but if Steven Adams is in that locker room, you listen to that vato. You just do. That dude is respected. He what's the actor from Aquaman? He's like the
Jason
real.
Momoa.
He's like the real version of him.
Yeah.
Like Jason Momoa is an actor. Steven Adams is that dude. He should have played
Jason
Aquaman.
Momoa plays Steven Adams.
Yes, 100%, 100%. So.
Boomtown said Somar's in the house, guys.
What's up, Boomtown? Boomtown, shout out to Boomtown. He just made he got a great job. He moved into my in-laws' place, and good luck to him. I've lived there. It was amazing. He's gonna eat well. They're gonna take care of you. Yeah, Boomtown, we love you. Hello to Ed and Juanita. We had an amazing baby shower here last weekend, and I had a little too much to drink.
Surprise!
Surprise.
Shocker!
Yes.
Shocker!
And then Cecilia asked who my consigliere was, and I say mine's Gabe.
That's a good
Gabe,
one.
Yes,
Gabe
everyone
is a good guy.
Ralphie, you need to get a consigliere real quick. It should be your dad, by the way.
It probably is his dad.
Yeah, my dad was my
He's like, do I
consigliere
take
for
this
a while.
5-team parlay right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he needs that for sure.
So we already talked about the Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
beef.
How about the Durant injury?
Poor
how that's
Durant,
going to
man.
affect the
Oh
Suns?
my god,
He can't catch a break. He
By
He
the-
can't stay healthy.
Listen,
Before we go to that, Jay's in here.
Hey,
What's up,
Said,
Jay?
remember when everyone thought Poole was him? That didn't
Remember
last.
that? We all said so. Jay, our social media manager, by the way, he's been a little bit under the weather. Prayers up if we can get the prayer warriors to give Jay
Soft.
Derek Carr.
Soft.
No.
Derek Carr, get out there.
Yes, no. Jay's been struggling. He hasn't been on the show, but let me tell you, Jay was at the ER yesterday,
Popping out memes.
just cranking out memes yesterday, baby.
That's a real one right there.
That's a real one right
He's
there.
him.
He's him.
He
him.
is him, not Poole, but Jay Bird. And shout out to Jay. Yeah, we hope you get better, Jay. We love you. He's like, guys, I'm not gonna make it. We're like, yeah, we kind of figured that out.
Yeah, I think we know
Like,
that.
he's crawling.
Yeah,
He's crawling to the bathroom.
I keep looking at the side gate to see if he's going to crawl through.
Dude, it's so crazy.
Jay, if you have an honorable 22,
Yes,
Jay,
please give us one.
Jay,
Give
yeah.
us a 22,
It's
Jay.
gonna
Here we go, some bullshit.
Like-
some bullshit.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
We
worst.
need a
Laker
Laker
of all
player
time.
that was 22.
Yeah.
You know who was 22? Actually, not. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
Say it.
It was that one guy who came from the G League who's like 38 years old.
Oh,
I think he was 22.
We signed it for 10-day
Yeah, and he
contract.
had like 6 threes that one game he played.
Oh, I don't remember who it was, but I remember the
Yes.
guy.
I think it was 22.
Didn't Ronnie Turioff play? Ronnie Turioff?
Ronnie
Didn't he
Turioff.
wear
He was
22?
He was 21.
Gonzaga.
Oh,
One off.
One
Gonzaga.
off. One.
Yes.
He was
jack off.
horrible though.
He was trash.
He was so bad.
So what's going to happen with the Suns and Durant?
I think not this year, but next year they have it in the bag.
Oh, by the way, he was 20. Andre.
Oh, he was 20?
Andre Ingram.
Damn.
Andre Ingram, yeah.
Yes. So, a great transition from Gonzaga to March Madness, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the most or the best betting spectacle on the planet.
Oh, it's you have got first game tips off at 9:20.
9:20.
Last game tips off at 6:50.
We'll be in our seats at 7 a.m. probably.
Oh, 6:45 probably.
Just
Bar at the
waiting
Bellagio.
for this shit to go off.
Smoking cigars and
If you guys happen to be in Vegas, there's a guy who reached out to us. Actually, he said he wanted to show us a good time
I
in
saw it.
Vegas.
I saw it.
Yes, but if you happen
That
to
might be too good of a time.
if you happen to be in Vegas for March Madness, which you should be, then and you see Rafa and I'm in this orange sweatshirt, please come say hello. I might buy you a drink or we'll smoke a stogie
So listen.
or whatever.
Monday, we're gonna do our giveaway,
Yes.
and we're gonna give away picks for March Madness. All the schedule will be out.
Yes.
So we'll do picks on Monday for March Madness, and we will do. I'm going to tell you right now, I like Kansas.
you love.
I love Kansas for whatever reason, but I like Kansas to make the Final Four. I'm going to say Kansas.
Houston,
I like Houston.
Alabama.
No,
Really,
the drama.
dude, they're so good.
The drama. I know, but the drama. I'm going to say no on Bama. I'm going to say no on Bama. Houston, Kansas. I'm going to
UCLA.
go. UCLA just lost a player today.
Tiger.
13 points, 6 rebounds, and their probably best defensive player, and he's out.
Oof.
So I did like UCLA before that. I like Arizona.
I love Arizona.
I love the roster. I don't know how they're doing.
skilled as hell.
I don't know how they did today. But I like Arizona, and I like and this is it's not a bias this year because I'm a Duke fan.
Mm-hmm.
But man, they're playing well right now. They beat Miami tonight.
They did beat Miami.
They're
who was
in the
best
championship
team in
game
the ACC.
tomorrow, and they're gonna either Virginia or Clemson. That's that championship
Yeah,
game
it's
tomorrow.
probably be Virginia.
So
Yeah, Virginia's at 52-34 right now.
so that's gonna be Virginia and Duke tomorrow. What do you think? You're in.
I don't know. My wife just
ACC
came
guy?
out and yelled at me for some reason. I have no idea what I did.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Virginia.
Against is that a North Carolina bias?
No, I think they're a really well coached team, and here's the thing. If you guys haven't watched, I mean, everyone knows that North Carolina is not going to make the tournament now, which is
Seems like.
crazy to me. Like, how does that happen? But they weren't good last year. They made a run in the tournament, and it sucks because they probably would make another run again this year. But that's just the way it goes. Like, they weren't good enough. And I think they had 20 wins. How do you not make the tournament with 20 wins?
They don't. They had 20 wins.
I believe
Eddie,
it.
can you pull up who's the first 4 in and first 4 out real quick before we
It
get out of here?
sucks, man. It sucks.
I thought if they would have won yesterday and got to the semifinal, I thought they would be in.
They had to beat Virginia again. But they beat them earlier, and it was going to be a tough deal.
You know how hard it is to beat a team twice.
Yes.
a good team twice.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Which is why the last Miami Duke game,
Yes.
Miami destroyed Duke, and then Duke came out tonight. Didn't destroy them, but they won.
Duke is Duke. They're on TV more than they will be reruns.
So the first 4 out are Oklahoma State, Clemson, Nevada, and Wisconsin.
First 4 in.
Where do you? I'm on bracketology, like ESPN.
They should have the first 4 in somewhere right in there.
Well, the first seed they have right now is Kansas, or I don't know if this is broken down into each little tournament.
Yeah, they usually have like first 4 in, first 4 out. If you just punch it in, it should come out.
Who doesn't love? Last year I did it. We should do it this year. I should do a
March Madness?
a bracket.
Oh,
yes,
let's do it.
I did it last year.
Where'd you do it?
I did it on Yahoo Sports, I believe, and I had like 30 people in. It was a good time. It was a nice payout. We should do that again this year. You know what? We're gonna do that this year. If you want to be a part of our NCAA bracket, we'll just do it for fun. No money, right?
Bragging rights.
Yeah, but we're gonna do that. I'm gonna
set it up?
I'm gonna set that up. And
Can we put in a link and all that? You'll be able to. Okay.
Yes, we'll do that for sure.
And you'll have that on Monday.
Yes.
What if we give the winner $500?
Ooh, yes.
We will give the winner of our pool $500.
I love it. We're gonna set that up. So if you go to our Instagram, there will be a link, or
Yeah. So we'll have you got to set it up.
yes, I will.
You
set
know
it
how to
up.
do it, right?
Yes.
We'll have Jay put it online Monday, right? We'll work on it.
I love it.
We'll get it out Monday. We will give you $500. We will give the winner $500. You'll be able to see it on there.
Yes.
You guys will be able to make your picks all the way up until tip off on Thursday.
It's really easy to do.
Okay.
We'll give you the link. But listen, you have to have your plays in. Last year there was a issue. Guys, like I put it in, but I didn't put it into actually your bracket. You remember that?
Yes, you told me about
Yes.
that. Well,
Yes.
it's in our bracket, and we will let you know whoever is in our bracket.
Yes.
That's who's in.
I love it.
Don't send a message and say, "Hey, well, I'm in."
Yeah.
I was on the 2 Nobodies with not a mic.
Yeah.
Podcasts. No, you got to be in ours.
2 skinny guys with
2
the mic.
skinny guys
Yes.
with the mic. We know that wasn't
Two somebodies.
us.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 somebodies.
So I think the first 4 from what I found was Purdue, Kansas, Alabama, Houston.
No, those are the number 1 seeds.
Oh, my bad.
So it should be.
Lighter,
It didn't give it.
Rafa?
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, when I
Really? Okay.
nothing like popped up.
So we don't. The other day, one of the first 4 in was Arizona State, North Carolina, etc. But now with
Yeah.
North Carolina losing, we got to see how Arizona State does.
They beat SC last night.
I think they're in after that.
They should be.
I think they're in. That Arizona win was pretty big for them, right?
It was. You think Bronny goes to SC? Where does Bronny go? By the way, beat by Notre Dame.
Did they really?
Notre Dame beat them.
Oh God!
Yes. Bosco. You saw how Bosco lost in the state champion or no
Crazy.
CIF championship?
Yeah.
To whom?
To Corona Centennial, the Huskies. On a last second
Last-second
steal on a
steal.
dunk. It was heartbreaking.
Was it really? I didn't watch.
Oh my God, yeah. Because you don't
I'm not a high school
You're not a high
sports
school
guy.
guy.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But I did win a high school bet, which is illegal, but it happened.
you did. You
So you didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, so I didn't. But
Yes.
so Monday we'll have that. Eddie's gonna get the bracket ready. We're gonna give you $500. Everyone who enters, the winner only.
Yes.
The winner
No
only. That
second
means
place.
the person with the most points.
Such a great idea.
It's an awesome idea. You're a genius. A genius.
Yes. Where's my consiglietti?
She's in there.
Yes.
So we'll do that. Eddie will get it. We'll put the link up on Monday. Same day we'll give away. We're doing the giveaway. We're doing. We'll give you some picks on Monday.
Yes.
For Thursday, Friday. Maybe even one of the playing games. We might have a pick. We got to see. But for sure, we'll give you some picks for Thursday, some picks for Friday.
We're gonna have the bell out. There will be some blue chips.
There will be some blue chips for sure on Monday.
Yes.
And then we'll cover. We want to just real quick. WBC.
No, we need
Talk.
to get.
Are you gonna get on the mic?
We need to get a special.
Get on the
guest.
mic,
No,
bud.
get him over there. Get him
on
over
the
there.
mic. Go around and get on the
yeah,
mic.
get him over there. So
I told him he's gonna freeze.
this is our last segment. WBC Classic. Do I say that right?
Yeah,
WBC?
World Baseball Classic.
Baseball
Yeah.
Classic. So yes, this will be our last segment, and we're gonna talk. When is this? It's already started, correct?
So the group in Taiwan and it's being played in Chinese Taipei, I think, right? Where's it at? Taiwan. Grab a mic,
Grab
bud.
that mic. So this is special guest. This is Ralphie, the younger version. This is Big Rafa's.
You gotta hold that mic, bud.
His son, his only son, by the way.
Yes, my only son.
Yes, and you didn't sacrifice him.
No.
Great job. So here it is. This is your time to shine. WBC Classic. There's how many pools is there?
How many pools? You know. 4 pools.
You gotta-
talking to the
you
mic,
gotta
bud.
talk it to the mic.
Can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
no.
It's
So
not for
talk
me to
like-
hear.
like
It's the
this.
people.
With that mic, you got to talk into
Yeah,
the top.
yeah, you gotta be like,
right there.
hello.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
this?
there you go.
Say hello.
Say hello.
I'm talking. Hello.
Hey, all right, you gotta say it, but don't give us attitude here. We got an eject button. We'll eject your ass
Yes,
for the roof.
yes. So,
We have four groups.
four groups. What would you consider to be the group of death?
Like the best group?
Yeah.
Group D.
Who's in that?
Who's in that?
Venezuela, the DR,
The DR, baby.
Puerto Rico,
Oh,
Puerto Rico's in the same group, huh?
and then
It's like putting Germany and France in the same group.
yeah.
I don't know the other two.
Doesn't matter the other two at this point.
Yeah, if Puerto Rico and DR are in the same group, that's a group
And
of death.
Venezuela's right there. So
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Nicaragua, and then one more team.
Colombia, maybe.
Nah, Colombia's in Arizona.
Okay,
Nice.
so that's Mexico, United States.
Colombia, and then
So let's go,
Great Britain.
Eddie. Can you pull up
And
those
another
groups?
team.
We'll go over all 4 groups. We'll go over the favorites of all 4 groups, and then we'll talk about who.
So he's been watching the Cuban team.
surprise, surprise.
Last night, he was watching at 3 a.m. Chinese Taipei
Yes.
versus Italy because the implications of the run differential.
Panama's
Really?
playing right now, by the way.
Oh, Panama's on tonight?
Yes.
Panama, Italy,
Right
right?
now.
Right now.
Right
Okay.
now.
All right. So,
Eddie,
surprised you're not watching.
Go ahead, give us our pools.
Okay, so
Eddie.
Pool A, you have Netherlands, Italy, Panama, China, Chinese Taipei, and Cuba.
So who's favorite to come out of that group?
Netherlands and
Netherlands are better than
Netherlands-
Cuban?
Netherlands is now the favorite. Cuba's been favored in every game, and they've lost 2.
Wow. That's
Terrible,
crazy.
by the way. Why have they been losing?
stupid ass pitching changes.
Terrible, right? What did I tell you? I told him when I went to watch Cuba, the first World Baseball Classic championship game against Japan, in the first inning, he changed the pitcher 4 times. 4 times.
Wow.
Japan bunted to death. They literally bunted against the Cuban team. You got to watch the first inning of that game.
So I got a stupid question. So if you have defected from Cuba, can you still play for the Cuban?
They are playing. So, yeah. Of course. They're
They're the best players.
Abreu, I mean, what? All those guys left Cuba. They're playing.
So then it's yes.
They're playing. Yes. They have major leaguers now.
There were some players that said that they couldn't play.
Yes, but the ones that are playing, what Eddie's asking is the ones that left Cuba, are they playing? Yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
But the country, they had to allow it.
Well,
Which this is the first year they've allowed it.
so there's some players in the Major League Baseball that are from Cuba that have not defected, that they've been allowed to play?
No. They're defected. They defected because they're here. But there's some that are defected that are the Cuban baseball bullshit
Yeah.
association is letting them play in this tournament.
Okay.
Some were not allowed.
Okay.
So the ones that are playing, like Moncada's playing, who's been terrible until last night.
Fire that motherfucker.
Hey, whoa.
There we go.
Whoa.
So every time I think of Netherlands, you know what I think of?
Andrew Jones?
French fries with mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Yes, that's what they do in
Ugh.
Netherlands. And orange.
And orange and blue.
Orange,
Yeah.
Yes, orange. That's what I think.
So they
That's what
have
you're wearing right
they
now.
have a good team. Yeah,
Yes.
you look like you're from
Yes.
Holland.
Give me some, Shanae. French fries with mayonnaise, please.
So they actually have players, decent players. They have Simmons. Who else? Bogarts.
Didi Gregorius.
What?
Yeah, they have Profar. Jackson Profar.
No way.
Yes.
Dirksen Profar.
Or Jerkson, Jackson, tomato ketchup. So
Netherlands are the favorite.
in that, well, they are
To
now
win the group.
Yeah.
to win the group. Does Cuba come back and win the group? What needs to happen? Explain it, because you've been running theories all day like a math wizard.
Panama needs to win tonight
Against?
against Italy.
Uh-huh.
So then that would make Italy 1-2. And then
Cuba needs to be Chinese Taipei.
Cuba needs to be Chinese Taipei, and Netherlands needs to go 4-0.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of.
But
moving
Netherlands
parts.
has Italy to play
Yeah,
and Chinese Taipei. The two weaker teams although Italy did beat Cuba.
that's crazy.
So who's winning? Who's in Group A?
Netherlands, Italy.
So who's Group B?
Australia, Japan, Czech Republic, China, Korea.
Japan's winning that.
Ooh, Japan.
Japan's
Yes.
winning that. Is it even close? Get on the mic. Yeah, I told you you're gonna freeze, bro, because you think this
I'm
is
not
easy.
freezing.
You think these two studs right here?
You watch the
You watch these. They think it's easy. Everybody
not
thinks.
easy.
Everybody. I've
Yeah.
seen a guy sit here and go, "Huh?
Oh, many times.
Yeah,
Many
bro. This
times.
is not easy, buddy.
Not easy.
This is not easy. This is what top dogs, top
Yes,
G shit
top
right
Gs.
here.
Yes, 100%.
So Group B, Japan's winning. We think.
Yeah.
Group C. Is that the USA group?
Group C, we have Canada, Colombia,
Mexico and U.S.
Great Britain, Mexico, and USA.
Advance.
Mexico and US. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're betting on that?
Yeah, I'd bet on it.
Of course you would, sicko.
Allegedly.
Dude, have you seen? I know I told you earlier, but have you seen the lineup for United States?
You said it. Mookie,
insane.
Trout, Trey Turner.
It's freaking insane. I don't know if you can pull it up or I can pull it up faster, Mr. Ed, but USA's lineup is ridiculous on the licks.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yes.
whoa. Just the way the ending of that, the dicks and the licks, was kind of
It's
weird.
on the licks.